number 15, we're ready for you. Please head to the reception desk.
I've got a quest here! A horde of dung eaters appeared in the sewers!
Are you sure you're ready? Did you memorize all your spells?
Yeah, of course I did.
Great, let's go.
So lively.
It looks like somebody's in a good mood.
That's because I'm starting my second year of adventuring. I mean, I'm senior to at least some of these people now, right?
Wow, it's already been that long?
Yep. Also, it's hard to believe, but I should be ranking up from 9th to 8th any day.
Well, you did work hard. So many people. Guild business is booming.
Check out the cuties over there.
If adventurers get to hang out with girls like that, then I can't wait to get started.
Really? I swear. Those idiots don't think an elf will overhear them sitting this close?
They don't know any better. I was in the same line a year ago, but there weren't nearly as many new hopefuls that day.
I'd bet these crowds are the reason why a new training center's in the works.
Oh yeah, the letter!
I carry it in my bag. See, here. So she's setting up a charity for new adventurers. Sure doesn't waste any time.
Yeah, I know. She made it clear that she doesn't want to be an adventurer anymore, but she wants to support the fight. So she started the fund.
I'm relieved she's doing so well, even if she is still as pig-headed as ever.
Hey, let's go!
Taking a few lessons before you start out really makes a difference. It can save your life.
I'm not convinced it matters that much for a lot of people, cause you know, so many don't pay attention. I don't know, kinda like say, oh, dwarfs, for example. They never listen. Everyone knows that.
I'm not having any trouble hearing you right now. And you know damn well it's you elves that never seem to listen.
Come on! Which one of us has bigger ears?
Such a shame. Irony's completely lost on anvils.
Who are you calling an anvil?
I don't see anyone else in this place who fits
Keeping the
bill.
peace, huh? Or?
Don't get too rowdy. We don't want to look like a bunch of fools in front of the rookies.
Come on! I remember telling you a little conversation would strengthen our team.
That wasn't a conversation. It was a drunken brawl.
Good seeing ya!
Have a great day!
Good luck out there. Heyo.
Don't be rude! Treat them properly, okay?
Good morning. The sun shines bright. It seems to be putting everyone in good spirits. I also find the warm weather quite restorative.
Winter was really hard on you, wasn't it?
Indeed. Too cold. So, where is Goblin Slayer?
He said he would be a little late today. He should be getting here pretty soon, though.
What?
You're here! Goblin Slayer!
The Goblin Slayer, huh? Does he only slay goblins? What's that about?
You all made it in time.
You're the one who's late, Orc Bolg. So, what are we doing today?
We'll slay goblins. Figured as much. I'll listen to your requests if you have any.
I am happy to accept any quest so long as it is pious and contributes to the greater good.
Fine, I get it. I don't have a choice. Whatever. Let's slay some goblins. You can count me in, too.
Thanks.
Well, if it ain't Goblin Slayer, I bet I know what you're up to.
Yeah, killing goblins.
Your type of fun? We've got a long trip ahead of us. Checking out some old ruins.
That's the goblin weirdo.
Careful out there.
Yeah, it has to be.
What are they saying over there?
You're a lot better off not knowing.
Goblin quests. Got any?
Yes, of course.
That's more than I was expecting.
An unfortunate side effect of spring arriving. This is how many we have left after the rookies took some, actually.
Did they look capable? Show me the ones they accepted too.
You can handle all of them?
I can.
Hey, we should probably get some potions.
But they are so expensive.
I'll take care of them in this order.
Right, heard loud and clear. Oh, do you need any potions today?
I'll need heal, antidote, and stamina. 6 of each.
Done.
So, what you doing?
Just making sure we can tell which one is which by feel.
Oh, let me help you then.
Thanks.
Hear me.
Listen here, long ears. How about you try showing a bit more restraint?
Sure, don't worry. Elves aren't stingy like you dwarves.
I don't really need it.
No, that won't do. It's important our party's money and gear are handled fairly, right?
Perhaps. I'll take one.
Excuse me. What are you doing to them?
It is fairly simple. We are marking the potions so we don't inadvertently grab the wrong ones.
Why would you?
There are no guarantees that you will have time to check which potion is which before you need to use it.
Okay then.
I will warn you. You won't know what's what if you mark everything in your pouch.
Yeah, of course. I'd never do something dumb like that.
Only mark the things you need to use in a hurry. Also, be careful around goblins. You're better off starting with rat quests.
Oh, okay. Rat quest, got it.
Rookies. I do hope they survive.
Who can say?
I need to pay too. Here's mine.
Thanks. I took these. Well?
What do you mean, well? We came out here because we wanted to go with you. You would just go by yourself if we let you, and we won't let you, so...
Oh, and also, you're much too unaware of your surroundings, Orkbolg. They've been gossiping about you this whole time. It doesn't bother you?
Not really. I have no idea what they're expecting from me anyway. I just let them be.
All right, then, beard cutter. Let's slay some goblins.
A lovely day for it, too.
You! Out of my way! You're gonna get hurt!
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Be more careful, lad.
Oh, shut up! It's your own fault for dawdling in the road. Next time you get a fireball!
Really? I don't understand kids these days.
Wow, finally feeling your age, huh, Grandpa?
This from the one person here who's older than me.
What did you say?
Well, the more rookies that are out there, the more likely we are to see some rotten apples. Is everything all right, Priestess?
Yes, I'm fine. It was nothing, really. I just thought...
We're here.
Yes, we are. What's wrong? Out of shape?
Priestess dozed off. I don't know how much further she can go. Perhaps we can entrust the rest of it to you, Sir Goblin Slayer?
Yeah, I have it from here. You take care of her.
So sleepy. I just want a nap.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Right. Huh? Only one light. A goblin.
Just 5 more minutes. God.
Guess you're not a goblin.
Huh? Oh, I had no idea you were standing there. You took me off guard, but I wasn't asleep. So, did it go all right? That was quite a stack of quests even for the Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, lots of goblins.
How many were there? Oh, and break them down by quest, please.
The first one had 34, plus some stragglers.
Some stragglers?
I went in, saved the prisoners, and destroyed the nest. I confirmed 34 corpses. There can't be more than 10 left.
And the second quest?
More goblins. I counted 23. I smoked out their nest, and once they emerged, I torched it and slaughtered them. We did a pincer attack on those that remained and killed them one by one. I even stripped the dead goblins of their weapons. Stop that.
Oh, come on! Everyone says goblins aren't a big deal, so taking some notes isn't gonna hurt.
Yes, it could. What if your notes fell into the hands of goblins? What then?
Wait a sec! You're Goblin Slayer, aren't you?
That's what people call me.
In that case, I want you to teach me all about killing goblins!
No.
Why not?
If you won't try something until you've been taught, then my teaching you won't change anything. Sorry to keep you up late. Thanks.
No, it's fine. You always work so hard for us. Oh, and your reward?
Divide it up equally. I'll just take my share.
Sure.
Remember the party that registered the other day? The one with that Rhea girl?
Yes. Don't worry. They're doing well. Although she did get bitten by a giant rat. Luckily, she had an antidote.
I see.
Are you relieved?
Yeah. Who's he?
All I really know is he just registered as an adventurer. Apparently he wants to hunt goblins on his own.
Without a party? That's foolish. You. Do you have a room?
That's none of your business.
Right. Come with me.
Hey, hold on! Why should I? You're not the boss of me! Thanks. The tea was great.
He's a newly registered adventurer. That's no different than any other ruffian.
Hey! Are you really saying I'm the same as some crook?
Watch your tone. Outbursts like that are why no one trusts you, including me.
Understandable. Then what about the barn I'm renting?
So if anything happens to this kid, you'll take responsibility?
No. That's why I plan to stand guard tonight.
Just trust him.
All right, fine. But listen, get some sleep. You need rest too. Adventurers are nothing if their bodies aren't healthy.
Right. Thank you very much.
I don't get it. What was all that? Who are they?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just, if she isn't your wife, then they're not your family.
That's true. I've known them forever. He's my landlord, and she's his daughter. That's who they are on paper. As for how they may think of me, I don't know.
What are you talking about? Aren't you going to sleep?
If I fall asleep, it's with one eye open, just in case any goblins show up.
Okay, weirdo.
It's the least you can do if you want to kill goblins.
Doesn't seem necessary, but whatever.
I see. If you don't think so, fine. Sleep. And tomorrow, after breakfast, I'll take you back to the guild. You overate. I'm leaving now. I suggest you work your way up. First, the sewers. Get your feet wet killing some rats.
No way! I'm still going to hunt goblins! Alone! Got it!
All right.
You won't believe what happened to me.
What's wrong?
She went to ask them about acquiring a rank promotion.
I said no. I guess turns out that I haven't contributed enough yet, so...
That's quite understandable, though. After all, the rest of us in the party are all silver ranked.
We are more experienced, but I hope that doesn't make them think she's being carried by us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't let this bother you. It's nothing. I'm sure they'll acknowledge me if I just push myself harder.
Hey,
Huh?
if rank is the issue here, then why not go on a quest with some porcelain and obsidian adventurers?
That's a good point. I know. They probably want to see you mentor someone.
Wow, you think? Does that mean I should go out adventuring with some other people? And not with all of you?
Maybe. It's not a bad idea.
That settles it. Let's find some random porcelain kid.
Bah! Even if you're just a rear guard, there's no way you'll go up in rank if all you do is shake and cower in the corner.
I will most certainly not be doing any of that!
Wah, wah, wah. I've heard whenever you clerics get in trouble, you shake in your boots and start calling for God's help.
What? That's not true! How could you? I do a lot.
You should know that when you insist on judging others, then you cannot complain when others judge you.
Yeah, so what?
You have much to learn about the world, young man. To mock a single priest is the same as mocking a million priests.
What's with that brat?
Ignore him.
My guess is he's never once had to survive in the wasteland without any food or water.
He'll understand once he gets himself nearly killed.
Oh yeah, shark? If that's what you think, how about you try saying it again while look at me in the eye, huh?
Stop that, you dummy!
I'll show him! Let go of me! I said let go!
Fine, say what you want. But I'm a real adventurer too, and goblins are nothing! So what does that make a goblin slayer, huh? I can't take notes, but you won't tell me your goblin hunting secrets either! Then you tell me to kill some rats? Screw all that! I'm gonna kill some goblins no matter what!
Huh, Orkbolg? You related?
No, I only have an older sister.
Right. Well, who is this kid?
A rookie, and apparently a wizard.
I heard everything, and I know what to do.
I tried.
Who the heck are you? This is none of your business.
Oh, just hear me out. I'm telling you, I've got a great idea. All right, why don't you go and slay some goblins?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Except, Priestess will be the one leading your party.
What?
You got...
What rubbish. Just wine, eh? I figured you'd have plenty of the hard stuff on hand.
Only us dwarves can start drinking this early and still get work done. We've got humans here, brother. Right then. A few days back, a party that's been making a name for themselves showed up here. And they soon accepted this quest, but...
They didn't come back.
Correct. Tell me, are you the one they call Beard Cutter?
Yeah, some call me that.
Or the Goblin Slayer, eh? So, what did you want to ask me about?
Goblins.
Well, maybe it's not just goblins we're dealing with, but there are certainly plenty of those. For now, they're mostly stealing tools and things like that, but I can't have them bringing any harm to my workers in the future.
So it's goblins.
I know full well a bunch of laborers aren't like a kidnapped goodwife or merchant. And I can't pay much for goblin work either.
That is the nature of slaying goblins.
This seems to be going well so far. You haven't forgot she's giving the orders today, did you?
No.
You sure?
In an emergency, I will take over.
Right. I'll be counting on you when there's trouble. So then I guess... I have some questions about these goblins. Or monsters, rather. Can you give us a general idea of where the ruins are in which they've been appearing?
I can. The fool that got his tools stolen dropped everything to chase down the damn thing and followed it back there. We dwarves can't simply stand by when someone mishandles our tools. Ugh.
I understand, and we'll be certain to get those tools back for you if we find them.
Thanks. I'd appreciate that. Let me see here. The spot they're in is a bit north of where we are, so this map should help you find it. I think it was...
A mausoleum. It's a common design for graves that consists of burial chambers connected by hallways.
Ah, then you've heard of it.
Long ago, I was warned never to go anywhere near one.
Excuse me. Was there anything unusual about the entrance to this mausoleum? Perhaps some bones or a drawing?
No, nothing of the sort.
So no totems, then. Do you remember the ranks and makeup of the people who were in the party that went in to check it out?
I believe they were a mix of porcelain and obsidian. They had a lizard man and a priest warrior with them. There was a wizard and a cleric as well. And some kind of scout or something like that.
Were any women in the party?
There were two. The priest warrior and the cleric, or maybe she's what you call an acolyte?
How many?
At best, two. But in all likelihood, there was no one left alive. It is also safe to assume there is something other than goblins down there.
There are no totems, so there shouldn't be any shamans. Hobgoblins are easy enough. I guess about 30, but we need to watch for traps.
I think we can count on their numbers having diminished somewhat. I can't imagine that 5 adventurers failed to kill even 1 goblin.
What do you do around here anyway?
You gotta play to your strengths. My role in the party is to be a scout and a ranger. I let them do the rest.
She's right about that, boy. For once in her life, Longear says something sensible.
Ugh.
As a spellcaster, I admire her sense of timing.
Everyone knows I only say the wisest and most sophisticated things.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
Point is, we each have a role to play. All of us.
Yeah, like what? You mean how he's a warrior and I'm a wizard?
So, would you gather around here for me?
What is it?
What else is there to talk about? We're here to kill goblins.
I get it now. Definitely the kind of place a kid would want to play in.
Exactly. That's why I was warned away.
So, did you ever go near one then?
No. But as I said, they're made up of burial rooms and hallways. At least, that's what my sister told me. Whatever the case, that's in the past now.
Some of those adventurers could still be in there. We need to hurry and rescue them.
We need to rescue them as soon as we can.
Now, it's most wise to take the time you need. Long has it been said that haste makes waste.
Right. Everyone? Are you prepared to go in there?
And what would you have our formation be as we make our approach, Lady Leader?
Oh, please, is that necessary? I think you're enjoying yourself too much. Let's line up. We have a party of 6 this time, so 3 rows of 2 would be best. That should make it easier for us to switch rows if needed.
Loud and clear. We can't argue with our leader now, can we?
Give it up already, please. Huh? Oh, and
Yeah, what now?
we have to get rid of our scents.
Huh?
Goblins. 5 of them. That's 1.
And 2.
Damn it all! Carbunculus! Cressecunt!
Don't cast spells yet! Get the door!
Hey!
That ought to keep some of them off of us at least.
I certainly do hope I have the chance to contribute something to the fight.
Still too many of them.
Well, in that case, we can hardly be frittering away our time here.
Can we really afford to move this slow?
It's dangerous, so we're opting to take it room by room.
Yeah, but those captives could already be dead.
How do the other rooms look?
Unlocked, empty, with no enemies around. But first, check that out.
A trap?
Looks like it.
What a pain.
Remember earlier, back at the camp? The foreman said the goblins stole some of their tools.
I really don't want to picture the vile things those goblins would be able to do with good carpentry tools. It doesn't look to me like it's load-bearing, so it can't be a very complicated trap.
Perhaps we should consider taking a completely different path. The other goblins do not appear to have noticed our presence yet.
Enough! Why are you taking so long? This is where the goblins live, right? They wouldn't have any traps here then. Out of my way!
Wait a minute, kid. What do you think you're doing?
I'm going in. I'm not scared.
No, wait! I have to stop him! What do I say? How can I make him listen? Goblin Slayer, help! What should I do? Please, tell me what to do!
What is that?
A bit of goblin mischief.
That was real bad. We might as well have set off an alarm.
That's what they wanted. We'll have company soon.
coming! I'll save you! Carbunculus! Hey, are you okay? I'll get you out as fast as I can.
By my count, 20. $16 left. Are you alive?
Yeah, I think I am.
Not you.
I believe he's referring to the young lady over there.
Right. She is alive, but tied up.
I see.
It's just I wanted to save her.
There are women on our side as well. 2 of them.
She's in bad shape. Oh, this is why I hate goblins so much!
But I don't know how to...
Grab the girl, share it all! Let's get out of here! Take that side!
Okay.
More are coming in from the back. What should we do?
Let's see. Well,
Sir Goblin Slayer.
Right. You ready? Use Holy Light.
okay.
We'll cut straight through. You take the front.
Understood.
I'll deal with the giant growling thing.
What? By yourself? No way! Can't you see it's a troll?
Moron! It's times like this Orkbolt shines, so just stay out of the way.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Safeguard your wanderers in darkness. Protect us as we go forward and bless us with holy light! Quick, let's go!
Not a goblin, then. Goodbye. That should have gotten half of them. In which case... that makes 15.
What's going on, Orkbolg? I heard some kind of booming noise coming from right behind us.
It was an emergency situation. How's it up ahead?
Oh, you know. The usual. I sure hope you have a plan.
Of course. I always do.
Great! You let them trap us?
Oh, come now. That is not a certainty.
The others, Goblin Slayer and High Elf Archer?
I'm sure they'll catch up before long, don't fret. Take this.
Good idea. We need to tend to her injuries as soon as we can.
Now, you ought to take a breather. She won't die from these wounds anytime soon. You good, lad?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I see.
I've heard whenever you clerics get in trouble, you shake in your boots and start calling for God's help. Hey, listen, I'm sorry.
Not now. They're here.
Damn it, Orkbog! I thought you'd taken out that thing already!
It's more resilient than I thought.
I'm tired of boring-looking monsters! Seriously! I just want to fight something that looks cool!
So what'll we do, Beard Cutter?
I need water. Got a spell for that?
There's no point in learning spells like...
Ring good enough? It'll be weak, though, since we're inside.
That's fine. And we'll need holy light one more time. You'll manage?
Yes, I can do it.
Good.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Safeguard your wanderers in darkness. Protect us as we go forward and bless us with holy light!
Water!
On it. Go forth, Kelpie, and do so boldly. From earth to river and sea to sky. I call rain to spill down.
Next up, this.
Huh? What the? The troll's body is cracking!
Simple, but effective.
I don't get it.
Hot stones shatter if you cool them down too quickly. So that secret formula is absorbing the water and that thing's body heat, then freezing it. Apparently that's how it works.
Where the heck did you learn that?
Watertown.
Oh, the ice cream?
It seems to be suffering from wounds that won't heal. One could almost pity it.
Once we figure out how to finish this thing off, then we're going to slay all the goblins.
I know I'm mostly to blame for this happening. I was careless. It's my fault. But still... Who does this guy think he is, anyway? He seemed so blasé about fighting that troll, but was more than eager to kill those goblins. I see now. I could never respect someone like him. I can't stand him!
Well, all right then. Here's to our safe return, that acolyte's future, and to that vile monster's head. Hear, hear!
Oh, pardon me very much, m'lady. Could I trouble you for some cheese-covered sausages, if I may?
Sure thing, Mr. Lizard Man. Your usual then.
Aw, come on, Orkbog. You always get so quiet at times like these, eh?
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Drink up! Something wrong?
Oh, you know, just today.
Oh, come on, don't sweat it. We're all still here, aren't we? No one's gonna be perfect at giving orders right off the bat. Oh yeah, how are you holding up? Huh, rookie?
There was no need for such consternation. You returned safely from your first adventure, and that alone is reason enough to celebrate.
He's right about that, lad. Well, not everyone runs into a troll the first time out. That was really something else.
If that troll hadn't shown up, even I could have taken those goblins down!
I understand. I was hoping to do better back there myself.
Such admirable spirit. Nothing can be done until you put your mind to it. They say that progress only happens one step at a time. Why, even my majestic ancestor, the fearsome dragon, evolved from a humble four-legged creature of the lowly swamplands.
Hey, by the way, what happened to that acolyte girl? Is she okay?
Oh, yes. Her wounds were treated and she said she'll plan what to do next once she's more rested.
Well, that's great to hear. You know, it's got me thinking. If you're alive, you can always adapt.
Being alive doesn't solve her problems, though. She was defeated by goblins. She'll never live that down. Ever.
Wow, okay. That's a bit extreme.
That's what happened to my older sister! She lost to goblins. That's all anyone cares about.
Wait, you have an older sister?
I had one. If she hadn't been stabbed to death with a poisoned dagger, she'd be here with me. My sister was an amazing person. She would have beaten them if they hadn't used poison. And yet, those stupid guys at the academy, they never shut up. Whatever. I hope they all die slowly.
I see. I'm heading back. Someone find him a place to rest. That should cover the expense.
Sure, no problem.
Goblin Slayer, wait!
You too. Get some rest.
Hey, hold on, Orkbolg. What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't know.
We can try some. What? Goblin Slayer's here? You can't just appear out of nowhere like that, jeez. You scared? Whoa, what's wrong?
It's nothing.
Did you really think you'd done some good? That you had actually accomplished anything? Idiot.
I don't care if your hands fall off, do not lower your shield. It could mean the difference between life and death. What's wrong? If this is too much, how will you handle a dragon's claws?
I'm just porcelain! I'm not ready to fight any dragons yet!
Take that! Oh, you're gonna have some bruises.
That's rough.
No kidding.
Come on, you little punks. Don't go getting distracted now. I know it's hard to look away from the ladies, but if you don't take this seriously, you will die.
Hey, creep. That's not what I was doing.
We're not like that. Sounds like a you problem, spear guy.
Okay, first of all, that's no way to talk to your mentor, young man. And second, where are you even getting that idea?
Maybe because you're always getting shot down by that receptionist?
I'm new here, and even I know that.
Oh, I see how it is. You kids think you're so clever. But what if I said I know all the dirt on you, huh? On your last adventure, you rushed in, used up your magic, and ended up not being able to do jack. You've only hunted rats, so you don't have the endurance for longer battles, and you drink your entire reward in stamina potions.
Wait, Guild Girl's been talking about us?
Yep. She asked me to look out for you rookies and help you increase your stamina, so... time to play tag. I'll be the hunter, and you will be the prey.
Oh shit! Run fast!
Come back here, you little brats!
Just like this.
Wow, so that's how it's done. It's a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah. All you need is some string, and ammunition is easy enough to come by. It's worth learning about. With this, even someone with a ray of strength should be able to deal with at least one encroaching enemy. If you can stop the first one, it will give your party more time to reach you. Probably.
That's not very reassuring.
I know. It's just one more card to play when things get dicey. But if it works for you, then practice.
I'm sorry, but I think the way you phrase things comes off harsher than it should sometimes. No wonder Priestess is always frazzled.
Is she?
Hello, Goblin Slayer. Those two are really pushing themselves.
You're here?
Yes, To inspect your progress. Or should I say observe? That sounds so formal too. I just dropped by. How are the porcelain and obsidian adventurers doing anyway?
I'm not sure.
I may never move again.
Me neither. So, you think you got the hang of it?
I'm not sure. I should have just practiced the sling with you.
What does a guy like that have to teach anyone?
Seriously? You do know that he's silver ranked, right?
He only ever takes goblin quests, though. Plus, he's obsessive and stubborn, and you never know what he's thinking. Any adventurer should be able to take a goblin out in a single blow. Goblin Slayer my ass.
You can't deny that he slays goblins. Look, I'm not saying I don't have my doubts about him. I mean, I do find him to be a bit odd. But really, do you think you should be criticizing anyone who's actually done something when you still haven't accomplished much?
Hey, how about some fresh squeezed lemon water? There's plenty of food to go around too.
I don't know.
I might throw up if I eat. You need your strength. If you don't eat, you won't make it through the afternoon.
I'll have some.
Wait, you serious?
From what I've read, eating after you work out helps you gain muscle.
Oh, wait, is that true? Guess I should eat then.
So should I.
Yeah, I'll have some too. Here you go.
My sister was an amazing person. She would have beaten them if they hadn't used poison.
How's it going? Is everyone holding up okay? I'm exhausted.
What she said.
I seem to be getting by.
By the way, I noticed that some of the other members of your party are missing. Oh, yeah, about that. Our leader was like the second or third son of some noble house, but then his older brother collapsed and so he had to go back home. And that was the end of our party. Yeah, but isn't being a solo adventurer really hard? It's not easy, but hey, at least I still have my hopes and aspirations. I'm gonna make it big. Then no one will care that I'm a little girl, right?
Yeah, I totally get that. When I said I'd become the best warrior, everyone laughed because I'm from the sticks. Give a guy a break, huh?
That's what I'm talking about!
Well, of course they laughed at you. It makes those other bumpkins look that much worse if you can better yourself.
What the hell?
Yeah, whatever. Right now, I just need to learn the best way to kill goblins. I have to. That's all I care about.
A while back, there was another wizard that I knew for a time. She was a new adventurer herself. She planned to do big things, like beat a dragon.
Oh yeah? What an unrealistic dream. She's a fool.
It's good to have dreams, even if they do seem out of reach.
All right, I'm headed out. I'll be late tonight, so I won't need dinner.
Oh, sure. My uncle had a meeting, so he'll be late too. Guess I'll just stay here by myself without anything to do.
Don't forget to bar the door. Keep the gate closed, and shutter the windows.
Yeah, I already know what to do. You really are such a worrywart. Do you have everything you need? Like your money pouch?
Right here.
You're set then. I can come out and get you if you drink too much. So don't go troubling your friends to drag you home.
Right. I don't plan to.
Ah, you made it, Goblin Slayer! We're over here! You're late, man. We already got started.
Sorry. Why didn't we go to the Guild Tavern?
Easy. I don't need everyone gossiping about why I go out drinking with a guy who won't ever take off his armor.
I think what he's really trying to say is that he's embarrassed to be seen drinking with you, specifically in public.
That's so.
Ah, shut your trap! Now order something. Times like these, you don't think about it, just order a big mug of ale.
All right. An ale, then.
Hey, miss! 3 orders of ale!
Okay, who's thirsty over here? Enjoy your drinks.
Got a minute?
Sure thing.
Think you can bring me another one of these?
Yes, I'll have that right out to
Love
you.
a nice rack, but I'm more of an ass man.
That would explain why you're so into that cute knight friend of yours. Doesn't she ride a horse?
Hey, she's got nothing to do with this. Oh man, there's no way we could talk like this at the guild. Anyway, let's have a toast.
To what?
Let's go with the usual so we don't have to think. Here's to our town!
Here's to the dice of the gods.
To adventurers. Cheers!
Cheers! So, what are you gonna do?
About what?
You know damn well what I mean! I'm talking about Guild Girl. Plus you've got that elf, the farm girl, and that priestess. The world is your oyster.
Nothing will change until all the goblins are gone. Nothing.
Again.
A goblin?
No, you dumbass. I think I can imagine the kind of tragic backstory a man who calls himself Goblin Slayer would have.
I see.
It's not that hard to understand.
Oh?
We are men. Our souls long to be free. We all want to be king of our own domain.
Got that right. Sounds good to me. Kind of reminds me of that old story about the mercenary who became king.
The problem is, I don't have the brains for that.
You have the resources. And you don't strike me as stupid.
You'd think, but I don't have the time. Only an ignorant king would start studying after he became ruler. And the people don't deserve that.
Yeah.
But if I were to start studying now, I wouldn't be able to go on any adventures, and that could put my party in danger.
I see. That's a tough one.
It sure is. Could be worse, though. I mean, hey, at least it's not boring.
Plus, you've got your lady knight too, huh?
Shut your mouth!
That's not such a bad thing. Seems like good motivation.
I guess so.
What are the rest of us to do with smooth talkers like you around?
Try being less persistent.
You idiot! As a man, you're born wanting 2 things. To be the strongest and to be with beautiful women. I know once I finally become the greatest warrior, the ladies will love me, people will thank me, and I'll change the world for the better. It's gonna happen.
You believe that?
You bet I do!
I don't see it.
Shut up! And you? Tell us, Goblin Slayer. What did you dream about when you were a kid?
Me? Well... all I ever wanted was to become an adventurer.
So then you achieved your dream?
No. I wouldn't say that.
You have more left to do?
Yeah, it's not that simple.
Well, what you want to do and what you have to do aren't always what you can do.
It's enough to make a guy go nuts.
What was my dream? To be a renowned warrior, a hero, or champion. I longed to be a part of history, to go down as a legend. I thought I'd find legendary items, rescue princesses, fight dragons, and save the world.
I just wanted to train as hard as I could, learn my craft, and perform feats of strength that would be talked about for ages.
But at some point you wake up, face the truth, and you realize that'll never be your story to tell.
I'm very aware of my current position. I'd never dismiss that achievement. I worked hard for it.
And yet...
At the very least, I'd like others to be able to live their dreams.
All right, let's talk spells. How many are in that wizard skull of yours?
I can cast Fireball, and that's about it.
Wrong answer! Listen up. If you can use Fireball, then you've got more than one spell. It takes Carbunculus, Crescicant, and Iocta to pull off, and those do what?
Summon the fire, make it expand, and throw it.
A series of 3 mantras put together to create a single larger spell. There, see? You've got 4 handy skills, not just 1.
Okay, I mean, I get your point, but it still seems pretty basic.
Well, it's basic in a way, but also not. Know your options and when to use them. It may not be worth much, but if you understand the tools at your disposal, then you've got choices. You've seen that witch of the guild, right? Real easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
You might have noticed that she carries a pipe, uses inflammatory to light the thing.
What? Seriously?
Now, I'm not suggesting that you go around tossing out spells left and right, but imagine this. You're making camp on a rainy night with no flint in your pack. The leaves all around you are damp, and you'll freeze if you don't build a fire. You'd use a spell, right?
Well, yeah, of course I would.
With the right knowledge and a little effort, you wouldn't have to. You could whittle a fire starter, peel back wet layers of bark on some branches, or dig up dry roots to act as tinder. Whatever skills you have, knowledge will help you use them. The same result, but with a different process. Know what your options are and be smart enough to make the most of them. That's my advice. One more thing. Despite the title, the job of a spellcaster isn't to cast spells. Rather, it's our job to use them.
I don't get it. What's the difference?
If you don't know that much, there's no hope for you. Anyone who believes that wizards do nothing more than go around throwing fireballs and lightning is a simpleton, and I can't fix that.
That's quite a substantial meal.
Well, our people typically prefer to eat 5 or 6 times a day. That's hard when you're on a quest, so I've gotten used to just eating more at once.
If I remember correctly, you are currently adventuring on your own.
Yep, sure am. So I figured I'd start off with rats, you know? Nothing too tricky at first. But it'll bring in a little money, which is hard to come by for newcomers.
Hey, we could go on an adventure together, if you'd like to.
Huh? Why me? What about your friend with the armor? I haven't seen him around today. Oh, or the elf lady either.
They went out slaying goblins, but I stayed behind.
She has a goal, you see. Priestess would like to advance in rank, but in order to do so, she must prove her capabilities and is thus looking for adventurers to team up with temporarily.
That's right. It may only be for one quest, but you're welcome to join me.
Just so you know, I don't really have a lot to offer you. I'm a Rhea, my equipment's nothing special, and I'm a plain old warrior.
That may be so, but you have luck.
Luck? Me?
Indeed. One might even say that this was fated to be. Don't you think?
Yes! We're both looking for people to adventure with, and I recall you from that day when we were marking potions, so...
Oh, you remember that, huh? Alright then, let's go for it. Could be a bit rough if it's just the two of us, though. Let's bring backup! Leave that to me. I've got some leads.
Wait! I'll come along with you.
As they say, virtue begets good fortune, and good fortune begets virtue. Oh.
This is becoming a habit lately.
What is?
Well, you going out. And these days, it's not just goblins. You've got the training grounds now, too. You're heading back after this, right?
Yeah,
Keeping busy.
I guess you could say that.
You don't like it. The idea of something new being built there. Sorry. Maybe that wasn't the right way to put it. I'm sure you just feel a bit lonely.
And you? You don't feel anything?
Of course, it would be impossible not to. Playing in the lake, running through the fields, that place is full of memories. But well, I also know there's nothing I can do. That's life for you. The world keeps turning, and we have no choice but to turn with it. The wind continues to blow, the sun rises and sets. If you can't stop change, the only option is to accept it.
Accept it?
That's right. 'Cause there's no going back.
I can't. Not yet. I'm not completely sure, but I think the goblins are on the move again. If that's the case, I need to be ready for them.
Yeah. I know that. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
What's that mound of dirt doing there?
Get back here! That'll teach you. What? Those sneaky little bastards dug a hole? This is bad.
Tonight, I'll be showing you 8 ways to kill a goblin without making a sound.
Oh, that sound good.
Screaming.
So it was goblins.
Goblin Slayer, you're here!
You alright?
Yes. How awful.
Got any miracles left?
Yes, I managed to get some rest, so I should be able to fully apply all 3.
Now let's kill these goblins.
Hey, good to see you're safe.
Yeah, everyone I was looking after seems to be too.
I see. Most of the kids went home since the sun was setting, you know.
Before the sky darkened and night fell, yes?
I'm so relieved to see both of you.
Yeah, we're here too.
Everyone's here? Thank goodness! I'll admit I started to worry.
Hey, you Goblin Slayer.
You're alone today?
Well, she may be a knight, but she is still a woman. She's a bit under the weather, so she's back with the kids.
Are we really gonna let those things put us under siege? I'd prefer not to just hole up in here and die.
He has a point. So maybe it'd be best if we consider grouping up altogether. No?
I left my charges on the square when I came to investigate.
Let's send him a message. Situation assessed. There are goblins. Head this way right now. We better rally the others too.
I volunteer. I am the fastest runner here after all.
Thank you.
No worries.
Alright, so we're dealing with goblins, but who's leading them?
Probably another goblin. A higher one, like a shaman, maybe.
You have any idea where their base might be?
In my estimation, I highly doubt the little devils are all coming from one hole. Surely there are many around here. The quickest way to locate their base would be to find one of those and follow its path.
But which one would be the main path?
I would wager that they're connected inside. They likely only dug one tunnel, then split it off just before the big attack.
That makes sense. Let's go find the nearest hole then.
Pardon? There's still a problem, is there not? What are we going to do about these young ones?
We either leave them here, take them with us, or have them run away. Well, I've always preferred being above ground, so I'll take the kids. You find the hole.
No problem. What is it?
It's just... You said that the other fledgling adventurers left a while ago and are on their way home?
Yeah. Some of them stayed behind to practice night fighting, but everyone else went home at sunset.
Alright, where do you think they are now?
What are you getting at?
You see, what if...
Tell us.
I can't help but think the goblins may be going after the adventurers that are headed home too.
What? Why?
The situation is odd. I mean, goblins are nothing but spineless calculating creatures. It's suspicious. Why would they ever pick this place? It's chock full of strong adventurers. Something's not right.
So they're not after us. I hadn't thought of that.
Well then, I think I have a plan. Okay. So, I'll go. The 4 in the party that split off. Let's see. They have the 2 warriors, a cleric, and a wizard. What if we had a fifth? Having another priestess like me? That should be enough to turn the tide. I'll go save them. I want to.
Personally speaking, I have faith in Priestess. We must strike at the heart of the enemy, and yet we cannot abandon the young adventurers. The strategy is sound.
Seems like a perfect test for rank advancement.
You're sure?
I am.
I see. Then it's settled.
Man, we're training again tomorrow.
Doing this every day is really wearing me out.
I'm getting sick of just practicing all the time.
Yeah, I do a whole lot better in a real battle anyway.
Come on, you've never been in a real battle.
Move! Get back! Move! I'll kill you!
So, the moment I step away is when you decide to let her run off on her own?
Are you upset?
More like I'm worried. Don't tell me you're not.
Only if me worrying helps her in some way.
I swear. They're here.
What direction?
I'm not sure. There's an echo.
There's no room for hesitation. If any of them get up there, we'll all be in trouble.
Oh, fine then. Time to work.
Unfortunately, slaying goblins appears to have become a never-ending task nowadays.
How true, eh?
Wait! They're close! Both walls!
Drink and sing spirits, shout, dance, and sleep like the dead. Show me the drinks of fire wine!
Fools.
We can't let even one of these things get past us.
I had no intention of it.
Sagitta, Sinus, Alpharo.
Deflect missile now!
A shaman!
He's all yours.
Magna, Remora, Restingiter. Now counter magic! I have enough work, thanks. Please don't add more.
That is your job, though, right?
They want arrows, I'll give them arrows!
Do you have any spells left?
Yes, I do. Thank goodness.
We do too.
Shall I summon a dragon-tooth warrior?
No.
So, Orkbolg, you're thinking of something unpleasant again, aren't you?
Yes. Unpleasant for the goblins.
Are they gone? Seems like it.
Maybe we'll survive after all.
Big damned ugly hob, huh? Alright, kiddos. Do you want to see something cool? Now, I don't know what the other guys have been teaching you, but there's really only one lesson you need to learn from me. No matter what kind of monster you're facing, they'll always have a physical body. That means you can kill anything, even if there's some sort of god!
Damn it! Where'd they come from? I thought goblins were supposed to live in caves!
They're definitely above ground now, so what do we do?
We just need to get to town!
What? No way! I never attacking us from up there. And they're closing in!
This is bad.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Safeguard your wanderers in darkness. Protect us and bless us with holy light!
That was close.
We're here to save you! I'll never get used to how gross they are!
They're still coming!
Get over here! If you're injured, I'll treat your wounds. Miracles will be saved for the gravest ones.
We need to get out into the open. Being cramped up like this works to the goblins' advantage. What? No way! They surround us out there! We're trapped! Don't worry, I'll use protection to keep us safe. Go! There, that's good.
I can't use my spell carelessly. The goblins are too spread out. It'd be impossible to hit all of them with just a single fireball. There's no time to think it over. We're easy targets. If they catch us, it won't be good. I can't imagine what they put my sister through. Stay calm. If I let my rage dictate how I use my spell, I prove I'm a lesser man than him. Not that he'd actually say anything, but I don't think I'd ever be able to forgive myself. So what should I do? I don't know!
Despite the title, the job of a spellcaster isn't to cast spells. Rather, it's our job to use them. If you don't know that much, there's no hope for you. Anyone who believes that wizards do nothing more than go around throwing fireballs and lightning is a simpleton. And I can't fix that.
Everyone, cover your ears!
What? Are you kidding me? We're right in the middle of a battle here!
There's no time, just get behind me!
Oh, man! All right. It's in your hands.
Go on, do as he says and cover your ears! Hurry up!
Crescent! Crescent! Crescent!
Nice. Sounds like the kid's starting to get serious.
That's it. Such selfish, wild creatures. Violent, murderous. But now they run, and I'm letting them? It's not fair!
That's enough! We're going to make for the town. Let's go!
All right then. Getting home is our top priority. Follow me!
Let him lead the way back. I can keep an eye on this group, so watch the rear for us.
Right! So what was that?
It was just me yelling, but I amplified it using Crescent.
Smart idea! That was so cool!
Thanks. The truth is, this time my goal isn't to slay goblins. It's to save these guys, to get them out of here and safely back into town. It probably would have been more satisfying if I'd slaughtered all the goblins and gotten my revenge. But deep down, I know. Goblin Slayer and I are not the same!
Up top. Open a hole above us.
Another one? All right, you got it.
And what's the point of making a hole?
I have a plan. But first, I want to scare them and push them deeper into the cave.
Please allow me. O Bao-Long, hear my prayer. Honored ancestor, crustaceous ruler, I borrow now thy terror. It won't last. They will soon be back.
That's fine.
I see you, Orc-Bulk. You're not thinking of using a scroll again, are you?
Those are hard to come by.
So what's your plan?
There's a lake above us. When tunnel runs out, cast an ice spell. The ice will expand when it freezes and destroy this passageway. They won't be able to use it anymore.
Good. That should work, eh?
All that's left is to go up, find their nest, and burn it.
I think I'll let you handle that. I'm too beat. Next time you want to hang out with me, leave the goblins at home, will you?
Sure.
I am rather impressed that you knew we were beneath this lake. If I may ask, have you been in this area before, Sir Goblin Slayer?
Yes, I have. Long ago. Very, very long ago.
There. Excellent work, Priestess. Hey, great job. No need to look so worried. I know that you're not lying about anything.
Yes, thank you. But it still makes my heart pound right out of my chest.
Well, in your case, you just needed to focus on your own accomplishments for once. And you did well. Your new rank reflects all of your hard work. You've been building up your skill set and raising your profile. Luck seems to be on your side. Here.
I guess that might be true. I'm not sure I've earned that praise. But I'll do my best to live up to those words.
Hey, yeah? You all done? How'd it go?
Great! I was able to rank up this time!
Well, good for you! I know that's a big relief. A steel adventurer, the 3rd level. Now you're a real priestess, that's for sure.
Thank you. But, it's just that night, I did let a few of the goblins get away.
Listen up. I, for one, don't expect you to be like Orc-Bulk. It's fine.
Okay.
Everyone does things differently, and no one thinks the same. But that's what makes the world interesting.
You're right.
I've decided I want to see a bit more of the world to build up my skill set.
You're not going back to the Sorcerer's Academy?
I would like to get revenge. They mocked my sister. Those jerks. They deserve it. But no matter what I might do to them, they're never gonna stop making fun of people. So whatever. They'll always be dumb like that.
Indeed.
You know, I still don't like you all that much.
I see.
Yeah, I've given it a lot of thought, too. I don't want to be anything like you. I think I'd rather die. That's why I'm going to be a dragon slayer!
Of course.
Okay, then I'm gonna go see the world with you!
You're going to what? Who said you could come with me?
A porcelain spellcaster going out on an adventure solo wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Hey, that's not fair. You're porcelain rank too. And you're a girl.
Yeah, that's my point. It's dangerous out there.
I've made up my mind that I'll be traveling alone.
What a coincidence. I'll be on my own too.
Come on. It's impossible to outtalk Araya.
Mention me if you happen to cross Araya, who goes by the name of Burglar. He's a grouchy old man, but he might just help you out.
I guess I will, if I remember. Okay then. You and me.
Next time, right, Goblin Slayer?
Sure.
All done?
Yeah. They're in for a long journey together.
Is that right?
Yes.
So, I hear the lake dried up.
Sorry.
You know, you seem happy.
Do I now?
I know that you're smiling under there.
Really?
Yep, I've known you a long time, and I think I've got you all figured out. What happened? Something good?
Yes. Something good. Very good.
Oh?
I see. Who to?
My cousin. I'm honestly surprised. He used to be such a stick in the mud.
Congratulations! I was wondering, do elves also hold wedding ceremonies? If so, then
We sure do. It'll probably be a huge party. You can absolutely come.
Really? Thank you so much! I can't wait!
And here I was afraid the elves would end up going extinct, seeing as their chieftain's daughter is long years over here.
I suppose the time has come for us to bid farewell to our dear Lady Ranger. We'll all miss you greatly.
What? Why in the world would you have to bid farewell to me?
Hmm?
So then in elven culture, husbands let their wives go adventuring, despite the danger that it will put them in?
Nah, my cousin would never allow that. But he's probably overprotective because he's so in love. Who knew romance could make someone more stubborn? His bride's lucky to have a guy who cares so much.
I'm confused.
Let's back up. Who exactly is getting married?
My big sister.
A little clarification on that point would have been helpful.
Wow! What's the big idea?
Please, an anvil like you should be able to take a beating or two.
So cruel. One of the things I hate most about dwarves.
You know, if we're going to be guests, I think we should bring gifts with us. It would be rude to come empty-handed.
I see. Then I'll...
Absolutely not! We were invited to the celebration. It's impolite to refuse.
That may be true, but
We
there's...
can talk to Guild Girl and have somebody else take care of the goblin slaying quests for a while.
It would appear that our Lady Priestess has grown quite tenacious as of late.
You think so? Well, it was Goblin Slayer who trained me after all.
Your sister's getting married. That's wonderful.
I'll say. She's not exactly young anymore, so I was starting to think it might be too late.
How old is your sister?
Let's see, 8,000, if not a bit older?
When I listen to elves talk about their lifespans, it puts my concerns about my own age into perspective.
You're so beautiful. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Thanks, that's very sweet of you.
Perspective, like you said, you wouldn't compare yourself to dragons, mice, or elephants, would you? There'd be no point.
What are elephants?
You really don't know? Legs like this, ropey tail, big old ears, a huge body with tusks, and a dangling nose, all in one beastly form.
A beast?
Oh, and they have thick gray skin.
I've never heard of them.
So this is why you asked me to have other people take on the goblin slaying quests for a bit.
Yes! I would really like to take Goblin Slayer to the wedding.
To be honest, we probably shouldn't be letting him handle all those quests on his own. It's a lot for one person.
So you'll do it then?
Yes, I'll be happy to. You and I both know he won't take a break unless he's forced to.
Ow! Don't act like it's just him. Remind me how long it's been since you took a real vacation.
It's been a while, but I plan on taking one soon.
Then this wedding is the perfect opportunity. That's why you came over, right? To invite her?
Of course. We're friends after all.
I really appreciate the invitation, but
Ow! You're going to the wedding and that's final.
Yes, ma'am.
First, though, we need to get through some of the work that's piled up. Do you mind tackling these quests? Thanks. I think 2 or 3 nests ought to do it. She'll be relaxed and better able to enjoy her well-earned time off.
Understood. And this makes 23. It took a while.
It's unfortunate, but even God can't help everyone.
We need a carriage or a cart. We'll leave in the morning.
Right.
Just rest for now. With dawn, we'll take you somewhere more suitable.
I'm sorry. Truly.
Don't fret. Though we pray to different gods, apes were once lizards. Therefore, you and I are brethren, are we not?
Your phrasing may be strange, but I appreciate the sentiment, Sir Priest.
Curse those nasty goblins. They truly don't understand the value of things.
It appears to me as though the goblins have been more conniving as of late.
I agree. It feels like they're getting smarter.
Was anything spared their depredations?
Just stuff they didn't think was worth destroying.
It seems the goblins weren't able to tell this from a normal slab of stone. I suppose I am not that different, as I have no idea what the stone says either.
We'll need somebody to look at it to know for sure. But that will have to wait.
There were no footprints suggesting a retreat.
Are you sure?
I am. There was no trace of them. So unless something else targets us along the way, I don't think we'll be getting attacked.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. By your revered hand, cleanse us of our corruption. Purify!
Wow, that was amazing! I feel like I just had a bath. Was that a new ability, Priestess?
Yes, when I told the head priest that I'd been promoted, he conducted the ceremony. And I was granted the miracle Purify.
It's pretty low-key magic though, right? There had to have been flashier ones to choose from.
I chose what I thought we'd need most.
It's a good miracle. It'll be useful.
Good. There you go. Come on now. Welcome home! Another busy day?
Yeah, goblins.
You don't seem injured. It turned out all right then?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You do sound a bit tired, though. Was the job rough?
There are no easy jobs.
Guess not.
By the way, there's going to be a wedding.
Really? That's exciting. Who's getting married?
You remember the elf in my party? It's her sister's wedding.
I see.
She wanted me to invite you as well.
Is that okay?
That's not for me to decide.
Sure, I'll try.
I'll talk to your uncle about it.
Marriage, huh? Do you ever think about things like that?
It's hard to say.
Well, what if, back when we were little, you promised me that we would get married when we were all grown up?
I don't remember ever making you that promise.
Oops. Saw right through me, huh? But what would things be like if you had?
My gods. We've been gone an entire year and nothing has changed. This place is the same as ever. Our traveling companions are a little different this time, I guess. Extra women means extra chatting and less room in the wagon.
I think it's lovely to have more company. And they were the ones who ensured that things were packed properly. Is that right, Priestess?
It wasn't a big deal. Nothing special. We just packed them with straw so that nothing would break.
Yes, but packing the tablet correctly was essential. It would be unfortunate if it broke before we could deliver it.
Thank goodness the guild let us use their carriage when we told them we'd be lugging this hefty thing to the temple. But we're getting paid for it, so it helps with our trip's budget.
hard to believe it's been a whole year already.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Oh,
Oh wow, looks like you're finally earning your keep there, dwarf.
pardon?
Well, I'm gonna go buy my sister a gift. Don't throw your back out.
What? If we weren't here for a wedding, I'd whip you so hard that your bottom would match your chest.
Hey, do you mind if I come? I hardly ever get to visit cities like this.
Oh yeah, sure. I've been here before, so I know my way around. I'll give you the grand tour.
Once we get our lodgings in order and the book taken care of, how about we make our way into the city too?
Allow us to accompany you, ladies, and be your official porters while you do your shopping. We have strength in spades.
Thank you, and I'm sorry that I need your help so often.
Not a problem at all. I am happy to assist. Consider this a thank you for the delicious cheese you generously bestow upon us, miss.
I'll meet up with you once I'm done filling out paperwork for the tablet's transportation. We'll need to buy something special. What do you say, ladies? Will you be joining us too?
No, I don't think I would look very good. I'll just stay here.
Oh,
I'm not really used to doing things like this.
All right, everyone. I'm going to say hello to the local guild, but I'll see you soon.
I don't understand much about buying gifts or shopping for clothes.
Already unloading? It cannot wait until we have settled our other matters.
There's a chance those goblins were after this tablet, but didn't know what to look for. We should get it where it needs to go.
Very well. We'll determine our lodgings first. Then we'll send somebody to meet you at the temple.
Thanks.
The Archbishop will be most delighted to see you again, sir.
It has been a while since I was here.
Yes, you were a great help the last time you came. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance.
All I did was slay some goblins. Has she been able to sleep?
Yes, quite soundly, I must say. She's been more relaxed over this past year. I can only imagine the relief she feels.
I see. That's good.
So, you have returned, at last.
I heard you're doing well.
Yes, all thanks to you. I do apologize for troubling you with that girl before.
What girl?
The one from the mountain.
It wasn't a problem. Just doing my job.
She hasn't fully recovered yet. Wounds like hers take a long time to heal. They're deep and very painful. However, she has taken the first step, and is doing the very best she can, with the hand that she was dealt.
I see.
Have you thought of me since we last spoke?
Not since then, no. I brought some artifacts for you.
Yes, I was informed before you came. Fascinating. From what I can tell, it's quite ancient. The words possibly pertain to magic.
Do they say anything about goblins?
I cannot say for certain at this point. I would need to spend more time deciphering the text.
I see. Then I don't care. Go ahead and keep it.
Do you really have to leave so soon?
I'm heading south.
This doesn't have anything to do with goblins, does it?
One of my friends. She invited me somewhere. I couldn't refuse.
You're very kind. But so mean.
You never know where goblins may decide to attack next.
That is true. If you're traveling by river, please use caution.
Goblins?
We have received many reports of sunken ships in that area. Be careful, Goblin Slayer.
I know the shop owner recommended them to us, but are we really going to wear these things?
Yeah, looking at this, I've got a feeling that mine is going to be way too small for me.
They're sure different. Humans really do think of the craziest stuff. But if you ask me, I think they'll look great.
This is modern even for the capital. It's only in recent years that showing more skin became so popular.
Go on and dig in, Scaly.
Yes. Thank you, Sir Dwarf. My, this bread is quite delicious, though it makes me long for cheese from the farm.
Well, look at you. You become quite a connoisseur. I'll see if Beardcutter would like some too. Why don't you eat something, Beardcutter? There's plenty to go around. Huh?
No thanks. I need to focus.
Making some spears?
I don't have the skill to penetrate the water with arrows, and there are no stones to pick up on the raft, so a sling is out of the question. We need to be prepared, more than usual.
You're referring to the ships that sank? Not accidentally, from what I heard.
It might have been goblins. It's safer to assume that, in every case.
Wow, is this the bank you mentioned?
Sure is. The last time I was out this way, I was on foot. So it's a whole new perspective this time around.
Oh, what are you two talking about?
Just a story she told me before.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
Now I feel left out. I'm always working so hard for you girls, but here you are keeping secrets from me.
Me too. I'd also like to hear the story. What's it like where you're from? I'm curious to know.
Sure. Where to start? Well, my home is different from a place like Watertown.
We can switch once it opens.
That sounds most agreeable.
My homeland is just a little further. So, what do you think? I doubt you dwarves could make anything like this.
But this place is the work of the gods. And though it is the kind of perfection my kin strives for, we can never recreate it without the help of divinity. So don't claim it's the work of the elves either.
Here we go.
It's amazing.
I've read about this place before back at the guild, but to see it with my own eyes now is incredible.
How's it look?
Well, we are on a river, so if nothing else, that means we have no need to fear a kraken.
What's a kraken?
That said, I think they'll attack from above.
Most likely. Here, put these on.
Right, got it. Take this.
Okay.
I'd guess they'd come from the cliffs.
Quiet! Listen! Something's coming.
Take the rudder.
Understood.
Why, you...
Not sure if we can finish them off. Loosen the heads of your bolts.
Now that's a good idea. I'm on it. Take that!
Repairing a spear launcher? That certainly brings back some memories from long ago.
You know it?
They're quite common where I come from. The warriors in my village used them often.
Will it reach them?
Easily.
Right then. Come, Undine, the banquet's been laid. It is time to sing and dance and play. Control, spirit! We don't seem to get along. I can't get that much speed out of it.
This is plenty. It's more about luck than aim. No telling how many there are. We can't kill them all.
There is another option, though. Shall we consider escape our primary goal, rather than slaughter?
I don't particularly like the idea. However, we can discuss it after this part's done. How's our defense?
I'm holding up part now, so I'll try another layer.
Please do.
No, look! They will trap us and then sing the round!
Come on! Oh, you cowards! What now?
New plan. I'll have my Undine lift the phantom. You take some pot shots with your bow.
What do you mean by pot shots?
They must have learned from the lock. This is basically the same as stepping into their nest.
Oh, merciful Earth Mother. Hear me, oh merciful Earth Mother. By your revered hand, cleanse us of our corruption. Purify!
Oh, wow!
Now's our chance. We don't have much time.
Eventually, I'll hunt down and destroy their nest. For now, you're up.
Of course. Oh, how long hear my prayer. Honored ancestor, crustaceous ruler, I borrow now thy terror!
That's better. I didn't think we'd be wearing these so soon, but at least they're dry.
If I'd known we were gonna get that soaked, I would have put mine on to begin with. You know, why have clothes you only wear to get wet in? Makes more sense to go without.
Goodness. While I have little appreciation for scaleless skin myself, in my judgment, those tiny outfits look quite lovely on you ladies.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
It might be smart to avoid commenting too much on the lass's assets in their current state.
That's a good point. We are basically half naked.
So, what do you think?
I won't answer that question. Personally, I think everyone looks good.
I don't know what else I expected. Clearly, you have a lot to learn about how to make a girl feel appreciated.
I see.
Well, I think we should all probably accept Goblin Slayer just the way he is.
Not to mention, who wants to be gawked at? It makes me feel even more self-conscious.
So, you need us to catch some fish from the river for you?
Yeah.
I never knew. Adventurers sure have fun. You get to do this kind of stuff all the time, don't you?
Not quite, but we should do this more.
You got that right. We're usually covered in slimy, putrid goblin guts, you know? But for my sister's wedding, I want to glow like a real princess.
I thought about that a lot when I was little. I was so excited for the future.
So you always wanted to explore?
No, I meant something else. I wasn't, talking about being an adventurer.
Okay, a princess then?
Can we drop it, please?
Oh, did you mean a bride, huh?
Stop it! You're the worst!
That's good! Jeez!
A bride. I can imagine it. Sounds lovely to me.
Don't you think it's a little dangerous to let the girls frolic on their own?
I'll just need to keep guard then. It's fine. We're going to her home. She deserves a chance to relax.
After all is said and done, why, Sir Goblin Slayer, you show the same compassion as Maya Sora.
What?
It means that you are more considerate than your appearance would suggest. I admire that side of you.
Is that really so impressive? I'm not remarkable at all.
Well, even Mithril wouldn't know its own worth, so I suppose we can't expect a fool like you two.
Whatever the case, we have already made our way to the land of the elves. I don't believe the little devils will try anything too overtly reckless here.
That's so. I had the same thought.
You don't say. Well, start with a drink. Just make sure you don't get too drunk.
Okay, one more!
Sure.
Put down! You gotta scare the fish away!
How much farther do we have to go?
We're real close. Probably right on the border of the forest and the village. They could find us before we find them.
I bet elven brides are especially gorgeous.
Obviously. She'll look amazing. She is a high elf after all.
Doesn't prove much, look at you.
I do hope they will have the generosity of spirit to welcome my kind.
I'll have to be sure to properly greet your sister myself. I want to let her know how much of a help you've been.
You'll get along with my sister. My brother's another story.
You have a brother?
I mean, my cousin, or my brother-in-law to be? My sister's groom. He's always been so crazy about her, you know? Still, he can act like a jerk.
Well, since they're going ahead and getting married, she must think he's a really good fit for her.
Right, obviously. Don't know why she's willing to go through so much trouble for him, though. He's such a fool. When an elf is courting, they'll sing to their intended. He sang all about his supposed heroic feats, until I talked some sense into him.
Oh my, not with your fists, I hope.
No, I left that to my sister.
Are you serious?
I swear!
Going home. That sounds nice.
Home sweet home. It's where my heart always is.
And right now, there are goblins near it.
Intruder, explain your purpose here or face the consequences.
Oh, an elf.
That's correct. And you're within elven territory. Can you do any damage with that sword of yours?
Against goblins? Yes.
I see. And these are your fellow travelers, a barbarian and a dwarf.
Pardon, but I am actually a lizard man, good sir.
A band of adventurers. So then, you're the ones who battled the goblins yesterday.
Yes.
If your goal was to eliminate them, you failed. We took care of the ones that were left. I have some questions. We took these from the wounded goblins. Arrows that belong to our kind. But the heads on them are loose. The elf I thought was with you can do better. Now tell me where she is and do it quickly, or you won't like what comes next.
This lad strikes me as the type who'd sing about his heroic feats.
And perhaps embellish them a bit in order to win the heart of his lady love.
I didn't! That's absurd! Where did you hear such a thing?
The girl you're looking for is that way.
Daughter of Starwind, are you here?
Oh, hey, elder brother. You came to escort us for the last leg of the trip?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to summon you back when your journey was just starting.
Just starting? Not quite. It's been years at this point. And besides, I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, though you do reek of humans now.
I've always thought my people's homeland was an impressive sight, but this forest is magnificent as well.
The trees here have been growing since the age of the gods. It's sacred land. Mortals may enter, but they cannot leave without our help. Well, Orkbolg, you're not what I expected from all the stories I've heard. I wonder if that's something a lot of people tell you.
I have no idea what others think of me. More importantly, what's going on with the goblins?
The creatures come out in droves when it's hot, and the weather here has been particularly warm lately.
Define lately.
For the last 10 years or so, it's been like this ever since there was that fuss over the Dark Gods recently.
I see. Recently.
He doesn't seem very worried. Perhaps the elves don't see the goblins as a danger?
It's probably just that they're less of one, relatively speaking. Don't forget, they've witnessed things we humans only heard stories about. I mean, they were there for the event itself.
What event?
The Battle of the Gods, of course. Evil spirits, gods, dragons, demon lords, all kinds of horrifying monsters from another dimension. Compared to that, goblins must not seem terribly frightening to go up against.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Forget the goblins. I have a more pressing concern. The one that stops the waters grows close. Nearer to the village every day, it seems.
Is that a beast of some kind?
A strange ancient creature that lives in the forest. We have been told not to lay a hand on it, and since it lives in a different territory than we do, we rarely even catch sight of the thing.
It really exists?
I've seen its tracks myself many times. Grandfather claims he actually encountered it when he was young.
So forever ago?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
The capital was incredible, but this is something else.
I have to admit, it is pretty spectacular.
Indeed. I'm accustomed to the forest of my own people, but this is quite different, though no less breathtaking.
Well, we're here! Welcome to my home, you guys!
It feels like I'm sitting on a cloud. It really does.
I've known a few elf adventurers, but never been to their home. What are we going to do now that we're here?
Well, rest a bit, I guess.
We've prepared baths and food to refresh you. Care to eat?
I'm going to unpack. Goblins may show up at any moment.
Go on. I think I'll stay behind. I'm sure my sister will show up soon.
You girls can have first crack at the baths if you like. I'd rather start off with some lunch myself.
Yes, food would be most welcome.
I know you want to unpack first, but you need to eat and bathe just like the rest of us. Don't forget, okay?
I won't.
Hey, you're awfully busy. What you making over there?
Do you remember the Goblin Champion?
The big ugly thing from Watertown a year ago? How could I forget that?
We may face one again. I'm preparing a weapon that will give us the edge if we do.
Doesn't look very useful. Why would you design something like this?
Well, it's not sold anywhere.
That's not what I'm getting at. Give me a sec. There. See, much better.
Better? How so?
Well, watch. If you do this, it makes a sound.
Why is that helpful?
'Cause it's fun. Oh, I didn't see you there, elder sister. What are you doing?
I heard you'd arrived and came to greet you, of course. I see you're unpacking. Though, why that? I don't know.
Wait, it's not what you think. Oh, you know, just put it back.
I swear you can be so... Where are my manners? I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, sir, you must be the Orkbolg I've heard so much about.
That's what she calls me anyway.
If you don't mind me saying so, you are far more dashing than the songs led me to believe.
Songs are songs. I'm just me.
Humble, too. Thank you for always looking after my little sister. I hope she's not causing you too much trouble.
No. She's a big help, in fact.
If you find a more capable ranger while you're here, feel free to enlist them. I'll understand if you wish to cast my sister aside.
It's not just about skill.
Oh, that girl was...
I know.
Hey, Orkbolg. I'm not so sure.
I killed them. I killed them all. Every last one of them.
I see. He was the one who saved her from the ogre. I guess that shouldn't surprise me.
Hey, you know, it's not like he did it alone.
Yes, I'm aware of that. He would have had his party's help, which means you were her savior too.
Yeah, I guess. Gotta prove what I can do every once in a while.
Perhaps you've done enough at this point?
Enough what?
Kuchikahatari.
You want me to stop being an adventurer?
You put yourself in danger and earn only a small sum of money in return, correct?
Well, yeah, I suppose.
And the company you're keeping. The lizard man is one thing, but I don't think it's a good idea to be associating with a dwarf. People might talk.
Whoa, nothing to worry about there at all.
Of course, there's him as well.
You mean Orkbolg?
Yes. The songs I've heard made him sound like a hero. They were misleading, though. He doesn't look like much of one to me.
Like he said, songs are songs.
Tell me, why have you chosen to remain with a man like him?
I haven't really thought about it much. I don't know. It's been so long. I can't just abandon him. Sure, he's odd, but with him, I'm never bored.
And you don't mind how fixated he is on goblin slaying?
Well, he's also helping out his vanguard on our adventures.
He is a human. You know how this will end. So why?
We have just one life to live, all of us. Elves and humans alike. Same goes for dwarves and lizardmen, too. So we're not that different.
Is it possible that you...
Go inside now!
What's going on?
Don't throw other people's weapons around!
Goblins?
I'll find out. You get her inside.
Right. Stay down and head into the room.
What? You expect me to crawl on the floor?
Is that an elephant?
Oh, it's not!
What's with all the ruckus?
The beast that's not an elephant is on a rampage. Where are the others?
They're hiding in their room.
I see.
Your kin appear to be having some trouble there.
It's not like we can just kill the creature. If we kill it, it'll dam up the whole river.
Then we need to find a way to get it back into the wild.
Look, on its back.
A goblin's riding it?
It doesn't look like it's in control. What do you think?
If you want to stop a general, then take down their horse. Though in this case, if we wish to take down the horse, we must instead unseat its general.
Right. Then we'll need a plan. We kill the rider first. There's no point letting it live. It would lead more of them here.
You there! What in the world do you think you're doing?
Oh, hey, elder brother! Everything's all right. We've got this under control.
You're sure?
This is my job. Slaying goblins is what I do best.
This is probably a bit rude, but whatever. Hey! Headed your way!
Drink deep and sing loudly, spirits. Show me dreams of fire wine.
A stupor spell. Well done, Sir Dwarf.
I would say this makes us even now, wouldn't you? Okay, Beard Cutter, the next part is up to you.
On it. All right, throw it down.
And go!
I need you to be prepared to heal. We can't let it get hurt.
Right. Did that really bring the beast down?
It did, quite literally. Are you ready?
Yes, I'll tend to it right away.
I'll go along with her in case that thing causes trouble.
Interesting. That is an old method used to capture larger prey. Where did you learn it?
Are there any other villages deeper in the forest? Doesn't matter if they're elven or not.
No. There's only our home. Occasionally adventurers will make their way further inside, but they don't come back.
I see.
You never answered my question.
My father. He was a hunter in our village. He taught me.
Come on, pretty boy. Have a drink with me.
Why are we drinking exactly?
On a man's last night as a bachelor, it's tradition to get the lads together for a few glasses of the good stuff.
The wedding's days away, so tonight's not my last... Besides, weren't we having a meeting?
You elves would be a happier bunch if you spent less time worrying and more time having fun.
Well, we can consider this a meeting of our own if that makes you more comfortable.
Will you be leaving then?
Of course. They're goblins. There's no way I'd let them live.
What is your plan to destroy them? If the goblin's nest is deep in the forest...
It depends. Should we travel by land or water?
I believe the forest path may prove difficult for Lady Priestess. So our best option is to use the water to reach our destination.
The problem is the raft. We'll have no cover. It's like asking them to sink us.
True, and we don't have the time to make adjustments to the vessel. Sir Dwarf, do you have any spells that might prove useful?
I could possibly conjure up some wind spirits to protect us, though I can't say that I get along with them very well.
If that is the case, I can ask the sylphs to aid you.
That would be helpful.
If I'm being honest, I still can't quite believe it. This village is elven. Would the goblins really make their nests so near? It's foolish, and likely to end with them all dead.
That's what I thought too. Goblins aren't completely stupid. They can be cunning, but they don't consider consequences. Knowing that, do you believe they're smart enough to view the elves as enemies? Goblins don't plan ahead. They're probably thinking elves are careless, so they might as well rob you, take your women, and kill whoever's left. Nothing more. They start by building a nest close by, then they'll steal your property, attack your people, and destroy your village.
You long-ears are always so slow when it comes to taking action. It's no wonder it takes you centuries to find a wife and settle down.
Please don't bring that up.
Come now, let's have a drink.
Very well. You three seem to be rather well acquainted with my sister-in-law.
Yes. We've known her for maybe a year and a half.
I'm marrying her sister, and I can't tell if she loves me in return. I'm starting to get a bit anxious.
Well, Sir Goblin Slayer here is a younger brother. Perhaps you have some insight for the groom.
Oh, so you have an elder sister?
I don't think I'm the right person to ask. I only ever cause trouble for her.
Kids are meant to wreak some havoc every now and then. No need to be ashamed.
I disagree. If I wasn't around, she would have had a chance to leave our village. I'm the reason she was stuck there. She would have been better off without me.
What is this foolishness you're spouting? There will always be things we wish we could change, but every life is precious. It's a universal truth that we only get one. Where one happens to reside does not change that.
I see.
Glad you get it.
I do. But still, if I hadn't have been around, maybe she could have gotten married too.
Well, then you must work hard to repay her for looking after you.
Yes, I intend to.
No, I believe this says the gates are nearly open.
Any luck?
Yes, I do remember this inscription.
You figured it out.
I have. If he knew what this said, I believe it would help him a great deal. But honestly, he probably wouldn't be very interested in it. I'll need paper, as well as a quill and a pigeon, please.
This isn't another one of your love letters, is it?
Ah! Of course not! I wish to send a message to the Lord and Chieftain of the Elves! Have some faith! I can separate business and love!
Sure, of course. So then, the threat to the world has not ended, and the seeds of adventure will spread throughout all the land.
Yes, we must be ready. Our enemy is fierce and has strength to spare. The world may be destroyed in the events to come, but if he is going to devote himself to saving the people, then we'll devote ourselves to saving the world itself.
Leaving already?
I have to. The goblin's nest is most likely upstream. If they were able to poison the river, this place would be doomed.
Yeah, that would be bad. Well then, just be careful.
I will. You too. All of you.
Is it safe to come out? Yeah, he's gone now. You could have said goodbye. I'm sorry. I didn't want him to see me before I put my face on. I mean, it's not that I don't get where you're coming from. But no matter what I look like, I'd always rather him see me. Because every time could be the last.
Thanks for everything.
Please, think nothing of it. Though, if you truly wish to thank me, then you can protect her.
Very well. I'll do that.
Here, take this. It's an elixir.
If I don't come back, take care of those two.
I promise.
And see to the goblins as well.
Yes, of course. You should know, the elders have received news from Watertown. Since I'm still inexperienced as a high elf, I don't know what they are planning to do. I'm sorry.
You should be cautious of the river.
You're the ones who will need to be careful. I believe there will be fog today. In the forest, nature itself can become your enemy, so be sure to stay on guard. You're headed into the darkness, and beyond.
I have one further request.
What is it?
I'd like you to prepare another boat for us.
What for?
vermin have some real nerve coming this close to my home. I gotta say, being rowed down the river by a decoy boat, it's more work than I would have expected.
The Dragon Tooth Warriors are holding up.
I think we need to slow down a bit. Goblin Slayer is still waiting over there on the shore.
Indeed. I will go ashore as well. Convince him to reduce his speed.
Couldn't you jump a little more quietly?
A lookout. This could be an accidental encounter.
Yes, that is my assumption as well.
I don't think it's an ambush. They seem to lack offense. We can't let any of them get away.
I would never suggest otherwise to you.
Let's finish this before the fog clears up. We're nearing their territory.
We should probably make our preparations then. Nothing could be more troublesome than them finding us.
I get it now. Where the one that stops the waters gets its name.
Stop the boat. The fog is lifting.
Understood.
Well?
I don't know. We have to do something. We can't just let this go on.
Yeah. No chance of that. Let's go.
These are mighty fine weapons for goblins. Think they stole them?
What are the chances they're forging them here?
Well, we can rule that out. They can't use fire in this muck, or do any blacksmithing without a special spell from the elves.
Did you find a key?
Yeah, here you go.
It doesn't work.
Stand back. I can handle this.
Here, I'll hold on to that for us.
Thanks.
All right, it's unlocked. I guess we don't have to worry about footsteps, at least.
Doesn't look like we need to worry about them breaking through these walls either.
As long as there are no trapdoors.
And as long as they don't find the dead bodies right outside.
Don't let your guard down.
Right. Especially for... what was it called?
Okole Mubembe? You mean?
Yeah, that. One of them managed to get a saddle on it, so be cautious. Let's go down there.
Perhaps the goblins really are attempting to poison the river.
Goblins being goblins, who knows what their leader is planning?
Let's find out.
They definitely poured something into the river.
If all of this is getting into the water, it may act as a poison.
It very well may. Think about drinking and bathing in this water. Water tainted with feces and blood of your comrades.
So not only poison, but possibly some sort of curse as well.
You think so too? That thing,
And do you mean Mokele Mubinbe?
that. I think the goblin who captured it must be a spellcaster.
So a goblin shaman?
Perhaps. Regardless, it was skilled. Let's stop here and rest after giving them a proper burial.
She's upset. This has really gotten to her.
Of course it has. We threw corpses into the river, just like goblins would.
That's not true! We're nothing like goblins. And if you say that again, I'll make you regret it.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean? Sorry for what?
Sorry it ended up being goblins again.
That's what you're worried about right now? I gotta admit, I do hate exterminating goblins. But this is my home. My sister is going to get married. Can't have goblins crashing the wedding.
Yeah.
Truth is, I don't regret the things we've done. So sorry for complaining all the time, I mean.
It doesn't bother me.
Really?
Yes. I know I'm not good at having adventures.
That's true. In which case, why don't we say we're all square?
Okay. We're even.
All right. The most important thing is for you to get some sleep, Orkbolg. You're our best vanguard.
But...
Close your eyes and I'll wake you in a bit. Because otherwise, I'll never get any sleep myself.
Sorry.
Make sure to actually close your eyes.
I will.
Good night, then. So, I wanted to tell you all thank you, and well, sorry. I invited you to my sister's wedding, but then wound up dragging you into this giant mess.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Honestly, it feels good to know the elves will owe me a debt for my trouble. And anyway, come on. We're friends, long ears.
You always do your best to look after the rest of us, Lady Ranger. This is the least we could do in return.
And you know by now, as soon as you say goblin, there's no preventing Goblin Slayer from going after them. Isn't that right?
It's true.
You're so weird. It's funny, though. I didn't think we'd get this close so fast. It's only been a year, after all.
And you'll remember me for a century.
Man, you dwarves are so dumb. Huh? I'll never forget you guys. I promise. Go time! I can hear wind, footsteps, and chattering. Some movement up on the roof. Sounds like a lot.
I'd like to cut right through. Your thoughts?
While that is tempting, I suggest we use a more orthodox method. Sir Goblin Slayer, you take front, while Sir Dwarf and I will cover our flanks. Lady Priestess, you stay behind Lady Ranger.
Yes, right.
Okay, so it's my job to watch the battle and direct support to where it's most needed?
You are the key.
Oh, I know I am.
A caster like me is just as important as Miss Anvil.
You are. We're counting on you.
Of course you are. I'll show you just how manly dwarven men can be.
We lizardmen are noble warriors, so I suppose I must prove myself as well.
You'll be okay?
I will be. Let's do this.
We run when it opens. Be ready.
And their spellcaster?
Kill it first if you find it. There's no other option.
Goblin spellcasters are such a pain to deal with.
Whatever it throws at us, if someone is still standing, they can help the others regroup. As long as we don't all go down, we'll have a plan.
And what if we do?
Just don't.
Well, if you say so, I'll do my best to keep us all up.
Good. And don't use spells, just miracles.
Got it.
Now I call upon you, my ancestors. Sickle wings come to slice, fly, and hunt.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Please protect us, the weak, with your divine light and the sacred power of nature.
Let's go. That's one. That's two.
O great chief who once wandered the Cretaceous, grant us but a modicum of your long-sung success in battle, so we may follow along in your footsteps!
Damn it all! I've seen enough goblins for a lifetime, but you're sure cheerful, Scaly.
It's there! The one with that weird-looking staff!
A shaman. That's 8. You got it?
I'll certainly try.
Take that! Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Safeguard your wanderers in darkness. Protect us and bless us with holy light!
Right, now you're mine. Oh no!
Everyone, keep your wits about you.
I feel like I'm underwater. No, Goblin Slayer! It's impure. Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. By your revered hand, cleanse us of our corruption. Purify! Earth Mother, what have I done?
Good job. You saved us.
Yes, you're right.
Now then. "19. Stand up.
You're okay, Artbolg.
Drink up. Use this.
I've got things coming here, Big Cutter.
Sir Goblin Slayer, let's regroup as you said.
Agreed.
Goblin Slayer.
You did well.
Thanks.
Gorgosaurus, beautiful though wounded, gift thy life unto me, and grant me the great healing of thine body.
It's time to go. Can you run?
I'm good. Let's get him.
Same. I can do this. I have to.
That's 22.
Sir Dwarf, are you prepared for the next step of the plan?
Considering all the trouble we went through, you bet I am!
That's 24. Jump!
Spin your buckets of crafty gnomes upside down and let them go slowly to the ground below.
A fine use of falling control. Very smart to save the magic for this occasion.
I know what I'm doing.
You doing all right there?
That went rather well, considering how dire things seemed for a moment.
Yeah. It was the best way to take out the goblins. At least this time.
Are we sure this is okay?
The hole we made into the fortress using tunnel will eventually close back up. The building won't be destroyed.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about the flooding.
I can't do anything about that. We'll just have to inform the elves. They can deal with it later.
Besides, we've got a wedding to attend. Have you ever thought about getting married?
Not for 1,000 years, at least.
But you'll be so old.
What'd you say?
When I eventually become a dragon, my lady, would you consider staying with me as my bride?
Wait, hang on. Are you proposing?
Who knows? Perhaps I will ask again in 1,000 years. We shall see.
Are you tired?
Oh no, not at all. Well, maybe a little.
I see.
After today, can I still call myself a true follower of the Great Earth Mother? Am I even worthy to continue receiving her miracles, given the way I used them here? Who am I becoming? Have I matured at all over the past year? I feel so lost.
Look. A rainbow.
It's time to use Sword! Man, that really opened up! Carbunculus, Crescunt, Yasta! I've still got a lot of fight left, but how are you two holding up?
All right so far. Not sure for how long.
The flow of water. I can sense that it's changed above. Our opponent's magic circle has been broken. Sealing them should be easier now. I wonder if there were other adventurers helping!
Heed this warning. The gate to hell is about to open. We connected this realm to one that was forbidden, and so opened a passage between our plane and hell. Although the gate has been sealed for now, eventually it will open once again.
And apparently today is the big day. I can't tell if my luck is good or bad!
Maybe it was the elves. It's hard to say for sure. Elves are often a bit slow to act. They might not help even if the time is right.
From everything I've heard, elves are so quick their arrows can pierce vital points no matter the angle. Doesn't matter if it was the elves. Let's finish this our way and slice this house spot apart! Here we go!
And now the time has come for you to exchange your vows.
Usamiya kito otoku, rino mo chineye, inoyu runaho, chihion kasatawa.
Usamiya kito wotoku, oshiro yui na oto, kisototowa, chihono kusatawa.
The forest has blessed us. Did you hear it?
Yes.
We did.
Well then. The couple's vows have been made, and wherever their arrow lands, a new forest will be born. This great night will forever be remembered as the night of the rainbow-clad moon.
Tell me, what happened when you were caught in the goblin's trap?
Oh, well, me and Longears, your princess, we had blocked up this hole full of poisonous gas.
Sorry about her. Our princess must be causing you lots of trouble.
Oh, no, not at all. She's actually quite quick-witted. Hey, Scaly! Give me a hand over here!
What is the matter, Sir Dwarf?
I can't entertain every elf at this party on my own, you know.
Ah, well in that case, open your ears, and let me tell you the tale of the greatest lizard man of all. A warrior with black scales and the power to summon storms.
Hey, I think I've actually met him before.
Then I hope you will enjoy hearing the truth behind the legends you've heard. Many things will change in a century, let alone a millennium.
Yeah, elder sister is definitely embarrassed right now.
You don't need to stay here.
Hmm?
This is your home, right?
Oh, nah, it's fine. To put it in human terms, my family will only feel as if I've been gone for a couple of days.
I see.
My sister did say that she would write me once things settled down after the wedding. Why don't you write a letter? You haven't been back home in a while, right?
No one would read a letter from me. I'm an incompetent brother. There's no point.
You really think so? If you ask me, you're doing great. I mean, you're silver ranked after all.
I see. I see.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like that's all you ever have to say.
Are you going?
Well, it's a party, right? So I think it's about time I go make my own fun.
I'm happy. I'm happy your sister was able to get married. I really am.
Well, thanks, Orkbolg. Hey, what's wrong? You seem kind of down.
Oh, no, I'm alright, I promise.
You're an awful liar. If something's bugging you, you should talk about it, not bottle it up. How else will you enjoy the party?
Well, I was wondering what the vows they exchanged tonight meant exactly.
That? Standard stuff. Basically, they made a promise to be together forever. Of course, they're elves, so when they say forever, they mean it. So, will you say a prayer?
You'd like a prayer? Are you sure?
Why not? We elves have some ties to the Earth Mother too, you know. I mean, look where we live. I thought it'd be nice.
I guess I can then. Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Please, by your revered hand, light their path and allow for a fruitful journey. It looks like the Earth Mother has accepted my prayer.
I'm glad. Now my sister will be all set.
Yes.
Dry those tears. It's time to party. Hey, you two! Over here!
Honestly, this whole thing makes me pretty nervous. I've never attended a party like this before.
The key is to act with confidence. That's all.
Oh? Sounds like you know your stuff.
I was trained in party etiquette back home. Plus, guild work can get pretty lively. There are a lot of events that we have to attend.
Yeah, guess that makes sense.
Look! Here they come! Let's head to the front!
Hey, what's going on here?
Just you wait, you'll see in a moment.
Oh, I've heard of this. It's a gift from the bride, right?
Yes, I know the tradition. It's said that the person who catches it will be the next to get married. I've helped out at the occasional ceremony.
Who knows if it's actually true or not, but we might as well play along.
Come on, times like this, you've gotta go for it.
Right.
To love is destiny, and destiny is death. May this love and affection be passed on to you, the maidens who are fated to face death!
We all celebrated for 3 days and 3 nights. Eventually, our party headed back to town. It's been quite some time since then, and the letter my sister promised to send hasn't reached me yet.
Dare you!
We heard a fishery was being attacked by sea goblins.
Sea goblins? At least call us Homo Piscesians. Our ancestors, the great octopus god that cometh down from the sea of stars. We would never attack fisheries.
Then, do you have any idea what's causing the shortage of fish? If you could tell us the reason behind it, I promise, we'll do everything in our power to clear your names.
Fine, since you asked. It's the sea serpent's fault.
A sea serpent? I thought those all lived further out to sea.
Someone seems to have directed them closer to shore. Isn't it awful? The stars have been a mess because of it, too.
If there are no goblins involved, there's no reason for us to be either.
No, we can't leave them defenseless. Just let the rest of us handle this one, okay?
I'm in. Even if it will be dangerous without him at the front.
What do you think?
We do not have much time to spare.
And that thing is,
a sea serpent.
So, is it a fish or a snake?
I see no trace of venom in its bite marks. Perhaps it is a fish.
If our weapons don't work on them, then we'll just use our spells. When it reappears, use the harpoon.
Right, I will be ready.
Curse you! Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother! Safeguard your wanderers in darkness! Protect us and bless us with holy light!
Now!
Here goes! Now nymphs and sylphs together spin. Earth and sea are nearly kin, so dance away, but don't fall in!
When the water walk spells cast on a creature with gills, it will suffocate. Shoot if it comes this way, and aim for the eyes.
Yeah, sure!
It'd be nice if getting rid of goblins was always this simple.
You're back! How did the sea goblin quest turn out?
They were not goblins.
Apparently it was just easier to call them that.
They weren't goblins.
What about the quest itself?
They weren't goblins.
Right, so it's cancelled, I understand.
Because they weren't goblins.
So the issue with the sea goblin... Sorry, so the issue with the Gilman remains unresolved then?
Well, actually, we ended up exterminating some other monster.
You did? Could you please describe that monster in detail for me?
It was long.
What?
And a fish.
A long fish?
Let's divvy up our reward. Take whatever you want. We'll sell the rest and split the gold. Sound fair?
I believe that it does.
Those Gilman were downright generous to gift us this much treasure.
There you go. You just proved exactly why people think dwarves are greedy.
Oh, shut it. Of course an elf wouldn't recognize the value in these. Right, Scaly?
If you ask me, I consider this to be our greatest game.
How beautiful! Is that a gem?
Indeed. It's the skull of a once terrible dragon that has turned to agate after the passing of countless years.
All right, then I'll take this thing.
And what'll you do with that?
I think my sister would really like it. Where I come from, stuff from the sea is super rare.
Great! I'll take these pearls. For an offering of thanks to the Earth Mother.
The helix is all mine then. It'll make a good catalyst. Beard Cutter, how about you?
Me? Let me see.
Go on, eat up.
I brought you a gift.
No way! A gift? Are you serious?
I am. Here,
What is it?
a seashell.
Really? You brought this back for me? Did you have a quest out at sea?
Yeah.
It's amazing! Thank you so much. I'll treasure this my whole life.
I see.
So you came back home.
Goblins?
Yes. I want... No. I need them dead. Kill all of them.
Of course.
She's my caretaker. And my self-appointed bodyguard. Though I said I didn't need one.
Skilled though you may be, even you might encounter danger when traveling alone. What else could I do?
Now then, the goblins have been appearing. Here, on this highway that goes through Watertown, and then runs straight into the capital.
A highway?
It's not impossible yet, but it will be. I don't know what we'll do. I'm terrified.
Do we know the nature of the nest? Its size, or any other details?
According to eyewitness accounts, there are around 20. They all have the same tattoo. We don't know where their nest is yet. Reports do say they were riding on wolves.
The Archbishop must travel that way. She's expected to participate in a council that will be held in the capital. So this quest is less about slaying goblins, and more about serving as her personal guard.
I strongly suspect they're wanderers without a nest. A nomadic tribe. If I can kill all of them when we run into them, that'll be the end of it.
Considering it's just goblins we're dealing with, I would have thought that almost any adventurer could have assisted us. However, the Archbishop absolutely insisted that you be the one to accompany her.
Because he's the most trustworthy gentleman that I know.
Let me gather my comrades. It won't take long.
The reward is a bag of gold, and it will be paid up front. You will get another bag once we arrive.
Not bad at all. Might even be a good chance to do a little sightseeing and admire the capital, too.
Oh, yeah! The capital, huh? Important place. I've always wanted to see it in person at least once.
Stop the carriage.
I shall if you wish.
Wait a moment.
Beardcutter's nothing if not devoted.
Pardon me.
Yes?
Sorry, but may I ask who he's talking to out there?
Yes, that's a friend of Goblin Slayers. They live on the same farm together.
I see.
I'm done.
Oh, good.
Splendid. Then let us be on our way.
Good evening.
Couldn't sleep?
After everything you did, I was finally able to sleep again. Such a relief. Thank you for that.
But you're awake right now.
That's because... I swear, you're so mean sometimes.
Am I?
We didn't see a single goblin today.
We're in a carriage surrounded by armed guards. It would be difficult to attack outright.
Oh.
They'll try tonight, or morning. Sleep. Before you know it, it'll be daylight.
You make it sound so much easier than it is.
I know how difficult it can be. When I was a child, I would lay in the dark with my eyes shut tight, counting down the seconds until morning.
Lady Archbishop? And Goblin Slayer? What's wrong? What are you two still doing up this late?
She's antsy.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me sound like a restless child!
I had a little trouble falling asleep, that's all. What about you? Is there something wrong?
Oh no, I was just coming to get some water.
I see.
I'll go wake the others right now.
Be discreet.
Right.
Get to the carriage. There's danger. Bar the door and wait.
I will. Please don't be long.
Is something wrong, my lady?
The goblins have found us. Hear me. Please don't let any of those wretched creatures get away.
That makes two. Don't let them escape. Kill them all.
Sitting ducks. No wonder carriages are so vulnerable to attack. Come on, girl, get over here!
Oh, right! I'm sorry! You know, in this situation, slings might be more useful than miracles.
Agreed. Holy light would probably just send the filthy creatures running.
That's 12.
Fighting defensively doesn't suit me. I prefer to attack.
I agree. Can you get around them?
I am a member of this party, and I don't believe that cannot is in our vocabulary. Kindly give me a moment, please.
Goblin Slayer!
We're making an anvil.
What? It's bad enough from the dwarves! Morgwald?
We need to strengthen our guard. Invoke protection.
Oh, right!
You hold the far side for me. I'll take this one.
If you say so, though I don't see why I'm up front.
You're officially on my bad side now. I expect an apology later.
I don't follow.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Please protect us the weak with your divine light and the sacred power of nature.
How clever. A hammer and an anvil.
So we crush them between us until there are none left?
Exactly. We're here to kill all the goblins. Are you done?
Oh, yes.
Tell me. How many did the goblins kill?
I don't know.
I believe the reports said that it was a group of 5 or 6.
I see. Shut the window.
Ugh, what's up, Orkbog?
Making sure.
Sir Goblin Slayer, allow me to assist you.
Thanks. We're missing a few. What do you think?
Perhaps some went to feed the wolves and they've stowed the others, but that does seem unlikely.
Yeah, they're a wandering tribe. They should be traveling with their captives.
Which means one thing.
Don't tell me. There are even more of them? It's incredible!
This place is probably older than me.
I don't see why you always have to ride up there.
We need someone to keep an eye out in every direction. Right? Tell him, Orkbog.
Yes.
So gross. Why'd you rip off their skin again?
There may be surviving members of a tribe left behind. Or they may have a leader. It looks like a hand, but I'm not completely sure. Stay with us.
I just stopped for a second. I'm not a kid, you know.
Good grief! We won't be getting in anytime soon.
I guess that's why it's taking so long. There's the king, returning to the capital from somewhere. I wonder what's going on.
Taxes. It's collection time. The king goes in person to visit places without representation, or where an uprising seems likely.
Huh. Why do you know that?
I grew up on a farm.
Halt! Let's see your identification.
Yes, sir.
Now put your name and your intention here.
Oh, sure. Is it sufficient to state that I'm here on bodyguard duty?
If you're adventurers, yes. I see you also got a dwarf, an elf, and a lizard man. It's the same for all of you. And what are you?
An adventurer.
Silver ranked. This better be real.
The guild says it is.
In the name of the Supreme God, I can personally vouch that man is a silver-ranked adventurer.
Oh, Lady Archbishop! Oh, pardon the delay. Please proceed directly inside.
Paperwork is paperwork. Would you be so kind as to hand over the ledger?
Yes, ma'am. Right away. You there. Write faster.
All right.
We made it. I've never been. What about you, Goblin Slayer?
First time. I wish I could have brought my sister here.
Someday, you may get a similar opportunity.
That would be nice.
Bishop! Oh, you must be so tired!
Thank you both.
Let's start unloading the luggage. Now, where shall we be lodging?
Regarding that, I'd be pleased to have you stay at the temple.
Great! It's not like we're finding a royal suite anywhere, so I'm in.
Sounds good to me, too. It's getting late, so I bet most of the inns around here are already full. What about you?
I don't mind. I see no reason to object. But there's something I want to look into. Is there a library here?
Well, let me show you there now. My own authority should be enough to allow you to—
Nope. We need to eat first.
That's fine. There's no reason not to.
Then we shall wait until you have returned, I suppose.
There's actually somewhere I'd like to go.
Exploring alone is too risky.
It should be safer if there are two of us. Why don't I join you?
So, I guess we'll split up into groups of 2 and 3.
Gotta say, I'm impressed that our lovely Archbishop knows a place as rowdy as this.
Well, she was an adventurer once as well. I'm sure she knows many places such as this.
Seems like something's troubling you over there.
Sorry it took so long. But, I hunt goblins, still. And it still makes me tremble, the same way you'd scold me for. Oh yeah, I met your younger brother. I ended up being his mentor, if you can believe that. I wonder what you'd say. I may not know much, but I taught him everything I could. I'll come back.
So whose grave is that?
A former party member of mine.
Oh, wow. What were they like?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I didn't really have much time to get to know her.
Yeah, that happens more often than it should.
Right.
Any others?
Well, there's one more, but...
But you shouldn't keep torturing yourself over it now. Whatever happened, I'm sure it wasn't your fault.
I can't say the others are to blame, though.
So earnest. Enough! Now, let's go have some fun!
I'm sorry. I've never been here.
I'd heard this was a bathhouse, but there's a lot of other stuff to do.
Yes. The fitness center's open if you want to work out, and we also offer massages, light meals, and some refreshments as well.
And what's that cost?
Everything's included with the entrance fee you paid. Please enjoy yourself.
Thanks. Is she watching me? She looks like a soldier, maybe.
Come on, time for the bath!
Oh, right.
Over here! There.
They'll get wrinkled if you don't fold them properly.
Huh? Oh, who cares? I had no idea you were still using that.
Oh, yes. It's very dear to me.
You make it sound like it's legendary equipment or something. Now, let's go. Wash my back, and I'll wash yours.
Okay.
water's so warm, I feel like I could just fall asleep.
Apparently this place also has a hot sauna. Pretty sure it's in the back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's written on the guide in the changing room.
I'm gonna go check it out!
Wait! I thought...
Hey!
Oh, pardon.
You look like an adventurer.
I am?
I knew it! So, what's your class?
I'm a devoted servant of the Great Earth Mother.
You're a priestess? That's pretty cool.
If you were hoping to recruit someone to join your party, I'm afraid that I'm already in one.
Huh? Oh, no, sorry. I wasn't thinking that.
What's this all about?
Say, I can't help but be curious. What's your equipment like? And what's your rank?
Let's see, I'm steel rank now. And my standard equipment consists of a priest robe, a sounding staff, and my chainmail.
Does any of that have, you know, holy power or blessing on them or something like that?
No, they're pretty normal. Just an ordinary staff and some basic chainmail, really.
Thanks a bunch. That was a huge help.
You want to become an adventurer, right? Just be prepared. You'll need to shop a lot.
You're right. That's great advice. I'll shop then.
Phew! I almost passed out in there. The heat is intense. Oh, do you know her?
No, she's just some girl.
What's the matter?
My things! I left them here and...
We can't find her clothing anywhere. And she's a priestess too. They aren't the kind of clothes you mistakenly take.
Give me a moment. I'll go check with the guard right now.
Hey, don't worry. They'll do all they can.
I know. But, what if... it's too late?
I am so sorry. It's odd. Someone wearing the holy robes of the Earth Mother was seen leaving here, but now she's long gone.
They stole them?
Pardon me, please! Look, this is my money pouch.
A soldier? But why?
It was her! No, how could she? Not my chainmail. It's the first thing he ever complimented me on.
Don't cry. I'm sorry I suggested this. I swear, we'll get it back.
You're just going to leave her alone then? Well, you see, distressed girls need comforting.
Do they?
Yes, they do. You should never leave a girl to cry on her own.
I know. I learned that long ago.
Really? I see. Here, I brought a book for you. It's too late to visit the library tonight, but I thought this would be better than nothing.
Okay. Things often end up lost.
Right.
When I was a boy, my father promised he'd give me his dagger when I became a man. It was a very nice dagger, I believe, with a hawk's head carved on the grip. I have no idea where it is now, though. It's gone.
I understand. I'm going to the castle tomorrow. I have a meeting there, a council with the king. He and I have a long history together, so I'll try to let him know about the situation.
Please do. Thanks.
Yes, Leave it to me. My, it's so late. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, you too.
About the flaming stone from the heavens that fell at the Holy Mount. So what do we know?
It is an ill omen. The stargazers say an unexpected one has fallen upon the board.
Ah, unexpected. Then this is the work of chance and not fate, I take it. And what about the Holy Mount? How did the flaming stone affect it?
As always, it's quite difficult to climb the Holy Mount, Your Majesty. It would be different if there were caves along the inside, but climbing the outer walls is tough.
Indeed. It would be a challenge to get our forces on the Mount.
I might have guessed.
However, if something were to come down from it, then we should be able to encircle it immediately, sire. We will not allow a single monster to set foot in our domain.
You should be cautious. I went to take a look at the base of the mountain, and I sensed something I didn't recognize.
So that means we might have to play our wild card while we can and summon her. All right, we'll make preparations so we can support her once she arrives. And how has the city fared during my absence?
South of the city, a religion devoted to the god of wisdom is spreading.
And I suppose those who do not believe in it will face a terrible curse.
We know not what the truth of the matter is.
Ah. Then we'll have to take care of that, won't we?
Majesty.
Yes, I know.
Is the God of Wisdom the same as the one who gives knowledge?
The god of knowledge walks through the darkness of his own accord and blesses those who offer up the light of learning.
But the God of Wisdom doesn't.
He neither leads nor reveals his path. Rather, he flings the flame of insight at you.
That seems to be quite a distinction.
And what about that which is beyond our sight?
At the moment, there is no sign that the order of the world is in disarray, Your Majesty. There are now more refugees, orphans, and homeless due to the conflict. But there is still plenty of work in these times. Oh, also...
Go on. Tell me.
I beg your pardon. A friend of mine was the victim of theft over at the bathhouse yesterday. They took her holy robes and a set of mail, cherished ones.
A theft?
Furthermore, I would like to see the goblins completely destroyed.
Well then, we'll look into it. Moving on. Let's hear about the new training centers.
Right.
As of right now, we're on target. They're fast approaching completion. Although, it appears some recruits find it difficult to accept that they must train after they become adventurers.
Changing the way people think doesn't happen quickly. It requires time and education.
Yes, and for that reason, I suggest we provide meals to those in training so that we might attract hungry adventurers.
A good suggestion, but do we have the budget for that?
No, we don't. It'd likely put us in the red. Perhaps the training centers could be entrusted with clearing rats or roaches out of the sewers to fund it.
Do you think we should have them slay goblins as well? Would that also not address the Archbishop's Just a thought. Sorry.
Well, that's not a bad idea, but it's best we limit them to the sewers. Proceed with your plan.
Thank you very much. I simply must get through!
What's the meaning of this? We're in council!
But there's awful news! I'm so sorry!
I was approached by a girl this morning.
Sir, would you mind taking me north?
It was a simple request, so of course I happily gave her a ride on my cart. But we were attacked by goblins on our way, and since we were outnumbered, I left my cart behind and tried to escape on my horse, until...
We have to fight back! They're just goblins!
I heard her say she was going to fight off the goblins! The cart suddenly flipped over, and the girl was thrown off. The next thing I knew, the creatures had taken her. I was frantic to get help, so I returned to the city as fast as I possibly could. I had no idea! How could I have known that she was the princess?
We must rescue her at once!
The king's sister flees, commits thievery on a priestess, is captured by goblins, and then the army sent in?
But, Your Majesty!
I know! But if word of such a scandal reaches the soldiers, rumors will once again spread to the other lands. This is life or death for our nation. A trustworthy adventurer. That is our only option.
We need to find their location. Now, where were you attacked?
Up north. I was headed to the Holy Mount, right about here.
And is there anywhere in this general area that could be a potential goblin nest?
I'm not too sure. I mean, the things can survive just about anywhere.
The Dungeon of the Dead.
That's a name I've not heard in a very long time.
If the goblins were going to settle somewhere up north, that's the only place they'd go.
We need an adventurer who's discreet enough to stay tight-lipped. Someone distinguished and fit to delve into the deepest part of that dungeon. Can we call upon your services for this, Lady Sword Maiden?
What do you say, Archbishop? Will you do this for us?
Pardon. The Archbishop's party is here, and requests to be let in.
We're in council, though.
Among them are silver-ranked adventurers.
I've been informed of the situation. I knew it was goblins.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has, but I'm glad you seem so well. Wait, how'd you know we were here anyway?
Someone put out the quest for my rescue. And who do you think did that?
Oh!
Are you alright?
I think so. I'm keeping my chin up at least.
But what are we going to do? It might be too late to chase her down at this point.
I have horses ready for you. Fast ones.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
I'm sure I could make up for it with a spell.
But to think, I, a humble lizard, get to slay goblins and explore the deepest dungeons. I could not ask for a greater fortune. And I would say that Sir Goblin Slayer seems rather energized himself.
Do I?
So, you're sure?
Yes, why?
Considering what happened.
I know what she did was wrong, but I don't think she deserves this. Though she may have earned some punishment, I can't take joy in it. I want justice, but I have no need for revenge. I'll do all I can to help.
Yeah, you're too good. Let's go then.
Let's.
Please, wait a moment.
What is it?
First, I would like to thank you for doing this.
No need to thank me. It's my job. I've compiled all my research. There are still things I don't understand.
Well, here's a map of the dungeon that I drew up for you. Just the parts that I can remember, down to the 4th level.
The 4th level?
Thank you. This is impressively well drawn, too.
I was my party's cartographer.
It doesn't go down to the lowest floor?
The 4th level is where the heart of the dungeon lies, surrounded by magic and miasma. You must know, if you intend to go below that point, none of you will make it back alive. That is, unless you have this.
An amulet?
Nothing as impressive as that, I'm afraid. But still a useful tool. If you wish to go that far down, this will act as your key. Now go. I pray for all of you that you return safely.
Understood. We plan to.
So tell me, do you ever wish you could go adventuring again?
There are times I do. It was only because of my friends that I was able to recover and get back on my feet at all. I fear I no longer have the courage for it. The terror would crush me. The truth is, I am a weak woman.
It's natural, being afraid.
You don't think we're meant to overcome our fears?
Of course there are times that I feel that way. But other times, it's all I can do just to face them.
I hate goblins. I wish they would all disappear.
My staff!
Seems like we're on the right track. That's great news.
Yes, but there isn't a sign of her blood anywhere, nor a corpse. So, I think they took her away immediately.
The merchant mentioned something about them having a cursed object, right? Think she's a sacrifice?
Probably so. When a princess is kidnapped, she's usually destined to end up as a bride, a meal ticket, or a sacrifice.
The question is whether they knew who she was, or if they took her by chance. If they were plotting to kidnap her from the start, their plan was too sloppy.
Well, either way, we don't need to waste any more time around here, do we? Let's go!
Right!
Their footprints. Wolves and goblins, no doubt about it.
They won't be so easy to track if they're riding wolves.
We'll find them. They're goblins, after all. They fully believe that they are intelligent creatures.
And?
That means the one who is at the highest place, or the deepest one, will think he is the most important.
Well then, what do we want to use? Fire? Or water? Or explosives again?
I haven't decided that yet. Thoughts?
Let's see now. A lord of a castle would usually only confine himself to his keep if he knew that reinforcements were coming or not coming.
That means...
You do it when you know reinforcements are coming and need to wait. Otherwise, it's a strategy used when there are no options left. Either way, I don't expect the goblins would be smart enough to understand that.
Yeah, they're goblins.
But there is no guarantee that reinforcements won't appear in hordes from underground.
We'll sneak in.
Gracious me, I'm jealous of your claws right now, Scaly.
Our turn.
Let's go around the castle walls and drop down in the outskirts of town, then head into the dungeon.
Well, we don't have the luxury of strolling around town and what have you, so...
This time we can't turn back until we're done. So we must do anything and everything we can.
But still, try to limit the use of spells, if possible.
Let's adopt our usual formation.
Sounds like my axe will be coming in handy.
Come to think of it, have you ever even been on a proper dungeon crawl before?
No, and I get to start with the Dungeon of the Dead. So, you know, I guess I must have the worst luck ever when it comes to trying new things.
What's the plan?
I believe it would be best to make it down to the 4th floor as quickly as possible.
Then I'll let you lead the way.
Yes, of course. First, we'll head north. Yes, come now! I shall give everyone an eternal reward!
You know, it might be a bit difficult to do all this without any spells.
A dagger might be more useful than these right now.
Let's go.
Okay.
We have to slay every goblin! That's 10 and 11.
Pretty risky! I hate to shoot in such close quarters! I don't think I have enough arrows! Where do we go from here?
After we push past this corner, go to the door and then head left!
I'm on it!
Take that! We should make sure to keep an eye out behind us. They might come out of the burial chamber.
Sounds good, but don't overdo it. I swear there's no end to them this time!
Yeah, Indeed. You said left, right?
I did. Let's head for the door.
Take the lead.
What's our plan now?
No water, poison, or explosives. Go!
Of course.
Can you make it?
I have to!
Here we go! Quickly, Orko!
Okay. Break through the door, now!
You got it!
Better get out of here, or you'll be sucked in too!
What was that?
It was a gate connected to a high place.
High place?
The sky.
So basically you're telling us somewhere out in the world it's raining goblins? Oh, forget it. It's way better than a flood.
Is it?
Well, moving on. Man, it sure is dark down here. Even I can't see a thing, and I'm an elf.
I can't make a fire.
I know where we are. This must be what I've heard referred to as a territory of darkness or restraint.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't much help.
Don't worry, lass. We're in deep when the backline has to resort to swinging weapons. It's Beardcutter who should be feeling bad about that.
I agree. It should never be the role of a priest to wield his weapon against his enemy's neck.
All right. So in a way, holding back is my duty for now?
Yeah, there will be something for you to do eventually.
Okay. I'll hold on till that time comes.
That's the elevator from the map.
I feel like just looking at it chips away at my sanity.
You see that? If it bleeds, then that means we can kill it. So I think everything should work out.
Maybe I should just use Fusion Blast to blow it away once and for all.
If this mountain winds up shorter than it started, I'm the one they're going to blame, you know!
At least its movements are easy to predict. All it does is charge at us. Maybe this thing's really dumb?
The only strategies it seems to know are expansion and attack. And that's why we need to take care of it right here and now.
I would rather not envision what might happen if we failed and got absorbed by that slimy mess. But you were right about one thing. It is dumb, and I don't think it's ever had to evolve its intelligence very much. It seems likely to me that this thing learns from what it absorbs. We're just extremely lucky that the creature it's trying to leech off of at the moment is so stupid and weak, and that's why it's not too difficult to defeat. One question, though. How did all these goblin corpses end up on top of a mountain?
I'm sure someone got a quest to slay goblins and this was the result. So let's follow their example and win our own battle.
Not that we could ever lose!
I researched it back at the temple. I've never seen tattoos like the ones they have before. However, I strongly believe they have a spellcaster among them.
So a goblin shaman, then?
I can't say for sure.
Doing all right?
Yeah, I seem to be.
It must be from the same group of goblins that's been causing trouble in the area lately. Likely their boss.
If you're right about that, then we'll need to take out the spellcaster first.
No, we must gauge the enemy's numbers and equipment. In any event, we will be easy marks if these doors open and they're waiting to ambush us.
Projectiles then? What a pain.
Hey, Long-Ears. Can you hear anything below?
I hear more than 10, I think. Maybe 20. I hear a lot of footsteps. I can't figure out what kind of equipment they have. Also, I smell something. Something strange.
Is it poisonous?
No. If they've kidnapped her for some kind of ritual, then incense seems like the more natural conclusion.
Whatever it may be, I'm sure it won't do us any good to breathe it in. Let's see now. What about that gas mask you made once with cloth and charcoal?
That was just a quick fix. If we have time, we should consider soaking our clothes with an antidote. I'd rather not use a potion yet, but it might be the right call.
Oh, then please let me help. I was just thinking that maybe I'd open with holy light like we usually do. It seems to me that or purify might be the safest thing, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then Priestess shall make the first move, and I, as usual, shall be on the front line. What of you, Sir Spellcaster?
Let me think. I should have 2 more spells. No, make that 3, so... Beard Cutter, what would you like?
A light source. The rest is up to you.
I guess we're doing what we always do. I'll stay loose and shoot them. I'm our backup.
And then after that, the key will be flexibility as well as using every resource at our disposal.
Yeah, but that's like saying we should leave it up to chance.
No. Goblins aren't capable of being flexible.
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Please, by your revered hand, cleanse us of our corruption.
That's 20.
Oh, ye who went beyond the white destruction, Lord Manaraptor, look upon my great deeds in battle!
Use a miracle!
No, save them, for I do not have any more spells that I am able to cast on this day.
Scaly, no!
You guys? This is bad!
You still alive?
Yes, I am still with you. For now, at least.
All right. Create a wall!
Huh? What do you mean a wall? Oh, the snow!
Hey! This way!
Got it!
Orkball, come on! Hurry!
Yeah.
Atali, oh ice princess Atali, I beseech you, won't you grace this hero with the dance of ice and snow? Tis a snow cave spell. What do you think?
It's good. Thanks. Please, a stamina potion.
Sure. You drink one, and give some to that girl too.
Right.
Boy, beard cutter, long ears. You have some of this.
Drink. It'll warm you up. If you don't move, you'll die.
Ugh, I hate this stuff. Look at that. Seems the hand can't reach us.
Then we succeeded. How's the girl doing?
Not good. She's very weak. If I'm honest, I don't think she'll last very long.
Any ideas? Well, then our options are to attack or retreat. There's no reason for us to fight that thing.
Guess that's true. If I were quoting you, Orkbog, I'd say this isn't a goblin. I'm fine.
It can move. That's not good. But can it see?
What do we do now?
I have a plan. Let's go.
Right! Over here!
Oh, no you don't. It's called Medea's oil, or petroleum. Water that burns.
But we'll need a flame, won't we?
It's too cold for a fire. But trust me, get back.
Right.
Never adventure without one of these. Come on!
Goblin Slayer, hey! Are you alright?
I'm fine. You know what to do?
Oh, yes! Don't worry, I'm on it! I knew it! The ribbon! It was a key to this place! I'm ready when you are!
Okay.
Another blizzard! Goblin Slayer, watch out!
Execute, Salamander! Lend us your flame so we might do the same!
Now I call upon you, my ancestors. Sickle wings, come slice, fly, and hunt! O ye who brings about great destruction! If you wish to claim us as corpses, bring forth that fiery stone from the heavens!
Go for it, Logies!
Hear me, O merciful Earth Mother. Please protect us, the weak, with your divine light and the sacred power of nature!
It's dead?
Oh, not yet! No, I'm not finished. I can do this!
It's coming!
This thing's an elevator. I get it. Hammer and anvil.
That's right. I'm impressed you remembered.
That's because you taught me so well, Goblin Slayer.
I see.
Yes.
That's 8. And 10. How's it looking?
We're clear for now, but I doubt it'll last.
Okay, I'll go get the others. Hey, it's safe to come out?
Great. Thank you.
My apologies. I'd have helped if only my body were more responsive.
You're fine. I just wish I was of more use.
Nonsense, lass. You still wouldn't be able to carry these two.
Yeah, but...
Even if you did have some muscle on you, humans and dwarves are built differently, so don't worry.
Thank you all. So sorry. Thank you, Big Brother.
It's like I'm looking at the person I was 18 months ago. I was naive. I didn't know any better. I had no strength of my own. Just a girl from a temple. I realize now, she's me.
You can't help what you lack. Just make do with what you have.
I know you're trying to tell her not to worry about this, but you need to work on your phrasing.
How are you two? Not hurt, I hope.
No, I'm fine.
Same here.
Good.
Well, we knew that this was coming. We made quite a ruckus during our battle with that demon hand down there. I don't think they'd have noticed us if not for that.
This is a little backwards. Sort of feels like they're gonna slay us.
Dragons in dungeons, trolls in their caves, and adventurers facing the abyss. Yes, it makes sense.
You all right there, Scaly?
I am. I decided when I faced death, I would be standing. So, do we have a plan for these monsters, Sir Goblin Slayer?
we do now?
This isn't big enough for the kingdom or the army to get involved. And I doubt the king wants the world to know his sister was kidnapped by goblins.
Yeah. No matter what, I'll be right beside you.
This is goblin slaying. But if this is our last fight...
O Lord of Judgment, Sword Prince, Bearer of Scales, show us your power!
I'll be damned. I see. A hammer and anvil. This was your plan.
Listen up! Your enemies aren't goblins! They're the non-prayers who wish to bring chaos and destruction and summon their demons! It is the evil sect! There was a certain adventurer who gave me this information and opened my eyes to the truth. May they be struck down by the grand judgment of the heavens!
I was the one who told her. But what she did with the information was entirely up to her.
I want to support him. Someday I'll be a source of strength for him. I will. I swear it.
You know, I must say, your plan was rather brilliant.
Oh, you flatter me. You're far too kind. Controlling the goblins with the fiery stone from heaven, having them kidnap the princess and sacrifice her to resurrect a dark god.
Then having the dark god crossbreed with that thing from beyond the stars, and by doing so create something truly horrifying.
It could then impersonate the princess. And with it under our control, the king would be left helpless against what comes next. If any part of this succeeds, we're in good shape. But even if it fails, we'll spread rumors that the princess is tainted and watch as her engagement falls through.
Once that has been seen to, the power of their bloodline will cease. The king's authority will wane, and the scales of the court will tilt in our favor.
A filthy adventurer like him has no right to run this kingdom. Even if the whelp does have royal blood, he is both untrustworthy and unfit to lead.
For our part, we will be simply pleased to gain new followers under your rule.
Your wisdom has been useful. Hopefully we can continue this partnership.
Come to think of it, it's been quite some time since we heard any rumors of that interloper.
Are you telling me that you believe such nonsense? Foolish! They're just tales spun by the commoners. It's nothing to... Oh! What is the meaning of this?
Hello, boys. Been a while. I bet you two have missed me. Though I can't say I feel the same.
The Knight of Diamonds! It's really him! You insolent cur! Do you have any idea whose mansion this is? I demand you remove your helmet at once!
You want to get a look at my face? Sure, but I doubt you'll like what you see.
Oh, it can't be!
Guards, quick, in here!
What's something wrong, sir?
You have got to be kidding. Well, I guess this means the cat's out of the bag. But it doesn't really matter.
On behalf of heaven, I claim your lives!
Hold on, you're saying after all that he didn't accept the reward?
You heard me right! Can you believe that guy?
Well, it's not as if he refused it completely. We were given the reward for the quest.
But only for all the goblin slaying.
Oh, come on, you know how he can be. Whether the person he saves on a quest is a commoner or a princess, he simply sees goblin slaying as well. Goblin slaying.
You're right right about that.
On another note, there's apparently a lot going on in the capital. I heard that another stronghold of heretics was taken down.
Hey, if there's something on your mind, you know you can tell me, right?
I feel like I'm getting stronger. Rather, I'm maturing, but not as fast as I'd like. It's sort of hard, you know? I'm beginning to lose hope.
Yeah, well, it can be hard. Trees don't grow overnight either, do they? It just wouldn't be natural.
No good comes from rushing things. You must be patient with yourself.
True.
Even if you went on quests or trained every day to gain experience, you would still have a lot of other ways to grow. By the way, I received some good news recently. Something that pertains to you, actually.
Good news for me? Really?
Word is, the princess is now a follower of the Earth Mother.
But that means...
Oh, she's not joining a nunnery or anything. But I heard she was inspired by a cleric who serves the Earth Mother. Apparently she said, I don't know what the future holds for me, but I want to be like her.
Oh, did she?
That is good news. You should be proud.
Yes. I truly hope the best for her.
Nothing has changed at all. We take on a quest, make our way there, slay the goblins, save any prisoners, and come home. That's what I do. It's my duty.